So this is the Mega Man 5 ROM hack tier list. Now, I tend to care more about level design and bosses and stuff like that as opposed to graphics and music for my rankings. Weapons are cool, but I do tend to play Buster only. Except, if it's just straight up too difficult or, must-use situations, like you can't pass or speedruns, obviously. Spoiler, I will be doing another full playthrough of all of the hacks in some way, shape, or form soon, and I will be focusing more on weapons during that time frame. So, but as I alluded to earlier, there is no F tier. There's really no hacks that I included on my initial thing that were that deserved the F tier because they're all at least like changed in some way, shape, or form. Like they're all at least not like just bullshit like the Luke Warren hacks and stuff. So yeah, so D tier there are 34 Mega Man 5 ROM hacks that count. 34. So in D tier number 34 out of 34, we have God World 4. Is it showing up? It's not. Okay. Of course it's not. Boom, there we go. God World 4. You can't really read it on the screen, so let's pull it up on this thing. Now, people think that I have this thing for Chico, where I'm going to defend all of his stuff, but, I mean, this hack is not good. Other than the music. Yeah, Cousin Catnip, not the worst. You're off to a good start. I think you'll be pleased. I will say that I think that I didn't include a couple of hacks when I initially said where I would rank it, but I think you'll still be surprised, or pleasantly surprised at your ranking overall. Anyway, so we're talking about God World 4, which is the 34th ranked hack. This is by Chico. Difficulty. This game is stupid even for Chico in a lot of ways. It's an ugly Chico hack with ugly backgrounds, MS Paint and bosses swapped around graphics. You can't use weapon or the select button to swap the weapons on the fly. Basic enemies are different than like in previous hacks and Chico versions. Like he did a pretty decent job of changing, where things are and how things jump and stuff like that. But the boss Star Man is actually impossible in this Buster only. Not really, because I have done it, but it's very close to it. Gyroman might even be harder, but it's still all of the bosses in this game are just kind of unfair. Not quite, some Chico hacks are for sure worse than others, but most of the bosses and 8 robots, or at least 4 of them, are very tough. I will say the gravity fight is pretty good. It's an interesting fight where you stay on the same line as him. Snowman fight's pretty decent too. You kind of, yeah. Snowman Stage is also pretty good, but the boss is not. It's not as bad as other Chico hacks ones, but yeah, it's not as hard as Star, Gyro, or even Crystal. But the funny thing is that most of the God Roll hacks aren't even like that freaking, aren't even that difficult. Here, we're gonna pause just for a second so you can hear a little bit more. Most of the God World games are not like as hard as this one, but that's interesting. The first or the second half of Waveman Stage was alright. The jet ski section was pretty good, but I would not recommend this Buster only. The only cool part of the Proto stages in this game is the puzzle to get the M-Tank, and once you get the M-Tank and you see what I'm talking about, you'll be disappointed in the game. The graphics of Darkman 3's robot freeze mechanic look pretty cool. Same with a lot of the Dark 4 boss projectile stuff. It's kind of like Noobsbot. Let's see here. The Proto stages are boring and bad. Same with the Wily stages, except for the, Raffle moment when you get off the elevator in Wily 2. The circling Q9 boss is one of the more challenging ones and very cheap. I recommend doing refight skip so you can skip all these dumb bosses. And also because the Wily press fight. Let me say this. I don't say this very often. The Wily press fight in God World 4 might be the hardest fight in any ROM hack in ever. It is a full speed, comes just down. You don't have any time to react, and it squashes you. And it's a one hit. Yeah, one hit death. It's tough. Very good, and you'll hear his name, or you heard his name yesterday, Baron Haynes. It took him a long time to beat this boss too, so it's not just like really good high level Mega Man players who are also really good high level ROM hack players as well struggle with this boss. Like it is unforgivingly hard and not a fun fight. Yeah. Good luck. Good luck. I did it, but just I would definitely recommend save states because you're gonna want the time your lifetime back there because it's tough. In my opinion, this is the worst. Maybe even the worst Chico hack. We'll get there when we got across that bridge, but no. This isn't an F tier hack, but I would only recommend this if you want to play a really difficult hack that sucks, basically. But you know, it's still deserving of D tier, as or is pretty much every other game that's on here, even this next one that we're going to talk about. So, the next game that we're going to talk about, the 33rd ranked Mega Man 5 hack out of 34, is Ridley X2, right? Yeah, Ridley X2. Now, what I just said about God World, it's pretty much the opposite. So this is clearly by Ridley X. This is the 33rd out of 34. Is it difficulty is LOL? No. So there's a new font on the select screen. The new backgrounds look better than X1, the Ridley X1. Normal enemies take more damage than in vanilla Mega Man 5, but the behavior is the same, except you can't damage the mines with Buster. Which makes getting the letter and gyro really cheap and stupid, and the bosses are more of the same. Basic level hack here that's inflated solely on enemies taking so much damage. Snowman Stage is actually challenging, and it's not entirely related to damage the enemies do. And yeah, it's got the cheap untelegraphed Gravity Man thing. If you were watching earlier, basically what you saw from that hack that I was playing in that Gravity Man stage, yeah, it's just a really uneventful hack. Yeah, it's boring, and there's some dumb, stupid things when it's not boring, and it's just inflated because of damage. And do you want to spend hours killing people, you know, taking time and just killing enemies and just shooting them forever? No, you don't. Alright. Damn, I forgot to play a little bit of this, but, of God World, but we're gonna skip it, because, you know what, we're not. Alright, this is the moment of God World really quickly, because you gotta see the artwork, I guess. So we're gonna go to the Relay Man stage for a couple seconds, and then we'll go to Ridley X, and I'll try and remember that we are going to be playing video games and stuff. So, alright. So, you know, this is typical Chico looking stuff here. It's hard to get like a good snapshot of some of the bad hacks and stuff like that just from one level of playing them and watching somebody play them and stuff. Somebody such as myself who's played these games before. Yo, what's up with that? Shit. Oh good, I didn't need to be on that. That's good. Yeah, we're in the middle of this Mega Man ROM hack tier list premiere right now. How are you doing? I forgot that I needed to play the Chico hack thing earlier, so now we gotta combo it up a little bit. Probably should have gone to one of the bosses that I said was impossible earlier, but... We went to... who? Who did we go to? Charge Man? I don't remember who we went to. Sweet, we got... that thing... No! Yeah. Damn. Alright, well, I died there. That's Chico. Alright, so the next one is the one that is listed here is Ridley X... number 2. Ridley X2. Where's Ridley X2 at? Ridley, there we go. So is this like a speedrun of Kumba's challenge? It is similar. I've just been doing it longer than Kumba has, and I just finished it because all these hacks came out, and you know, I was finally able to play all the Mega Man 1 hacks that I've been avoiding to beat on stream. And I did mine without using a hex editor. Also, so that's something to consider. Alright, so this is Ridley X2, the 33rd ranked hack. We're just going to a random stage, and we'll see how it is. Alright, so yeah, clearly these graphics are really nice. So, if you care about graphics, you will like this game. Look at that. Look how nice those are. Fell asleep during the 6 rankings? Yeah, no, I don't mean to be so boring, but... You know, my voice is really monotone, so it's probably really soothing to people. I'm trying to sleep, I would guess. No. Oh yeah, iframes, I forgot. Oh, I got this one. Honestly, this is just kind of fun. Not gonna lie. So, like I said, there are no F tier hacks. I mean, you know, even the D tier ones can be fun sometimes. This is Ridley X. Remember that. This is supposed to be the most boring and not fun of anything. So, look at that. Oh, I nailed him. What's the worst stage in this D tier? Refights in God World. Especially if you don't do refight skip. If you do refight skip, then maybe you could find something else. Wait, Luckyman. Oh, we don't want spoilers, but no, I take that back. We haven't gotten that far yet. The worst stage, actually. The worst boss in D tier, though, is Press, for sure. In this hack, I'm not sure. guys like that little boiling thing there? Yeah. Oh, I missed it. Waiting for talking. Alright, anyway, so that's Ridley X number 2, so if you like that game, well, I think it's ranked where it is. Alright, so moving on. Number 32 out of 34 is Dark Return. Now, this is number 32, Dark Return by Chico. And the difficulty is Chico. It is a Chico hack, so therefore the difficulty is Chico, and it Chicos you pretty good. I'm gonna show some gameplay that he's ranking. I agree that, but that's what makes it take so long. But you know, that's what happens. But I appreciate that. That is something that I'm not gonna do this with the master hack ranking 1 through 6. I am going to maybe. Like, I'm not going to do as much. I'm going to probably say a little bit about hacks occasionally if I think people are going to disagree with it. And maybe some gameplay of, I don't know. I'm not really sure, but yeah. Anyway, so this is Dark Return, number 32 out of 34 by Chico. So this is game remixed palettes. It's got a lot of Mega Man 4 soundtrack with others from the other Mega Man games. Crystal Man's Gemini, for example. The game is the definition of putting tons of enemies on the screen, but 1 or 2 charge shots can usually take care of them, except for the lantern enemies. They have a literal shitload of HP along with the helicopters. Yep, those are the good ones, Kujiko, I agree. A lot of enemies actually take way more shots to kill. It feels like Starman's shield shoots out faster, and the boss's attacks are definitely crazy fast, and that makes it harder. The enemies taking so much damage is more annoying than the bosses are in this game in a lot of ways. Napalm Man stage has invisible pit section across black screen. You gotta love those. But there's an enemy that lets you see the pit first, so you know where to go. So it's not as bad as some of Chico's sections that have the blackout pits and stuff. But if you know the dickhead developers, you know that there's a ladder really close to, or like, you know, there's a pit close to the invisible ladder that you gotta climb up, but you know there's an invisible ladder if you played enough hacks. You just gotta look for it enough. That's not even Chico. Durfarsi also does that in 1 or 2 of their hacks. Anyway, where are we at here? Yeah, Napalm Man. Yeah, that's the one with the invisible pit. Crystal Man stage is actually pretty good. It'd be really good if the enemies didn't like, you know, cheat and you know, take so much shots, because that ruins the flow of the game in this stage. But Crystal Man stage is good, but Crystal Man by himself, on the other hand, good luck beating him Buster only. He's one of the hardest bosses in any hack. To beat Buster only out of 8 robots. This is an ongoing theme, by the way. Crystal Man is impossible in a lot of hacks. So the Proto stages are definitely better than like Cray 4 stages. The enemies take too many hits and it ruins the fun again. The boss fights are more clever in the Proto stages than previously, but I think that this might be the hack that a lot of people played when they decided they hated Chico, and it is my understanding that this is Chico's first hack, so that would make sense. The Crusher section is nothing but blocks to shoot and enemies that circle around you and you can't hit them, which is also a theme later on in actually Chico's best ROM hack, which we'll talk about later. The Spike Puzzle near the end of Wily 2 is pretty fun, I'll give it that, but overall this game is not good. There's a lot of I don't want to spoil the end of the game too much, but I believe that in my playthrough I actually reset to get E-tanks because the final form of Wily is so stupid. I was just like, fuck it, I'll go through all that bullshit again to do it again. So be warned. I'm not sure if this one's quite bullshit enough to use save states quite the same way that parts of God World 4 are, but It's, I mean, it's Chico, so, you know, you have a license to use save states anywhere, anyway in this, so. We're gonna take a look at Dark Return for a moment. Listen to that music. Oh, the music is legendary. The Mega Man ROM hack, Mega Man speedrun community. This is a banger. All of them are filled with bangers. I should have gone to Crystal Man stage because it said the stage was pretty good, but whatever. Alright, so this is a little bit of Dark Return. Is this the one with the invisible spikes later? Just like, for no reason there's invisible spikes. Oh, here we go. What? Was I not able to jump because of the tiles there? I should password and start at Proto 1. Well, hold on, I gotta make this jump first. Alright. There we go. Do you want to hear that song? Alright, look the password up for me. Like, if you can look it up, that would save a little bit of time, otherwise I probably won't. Alright, thank you. Oh, we made it to the boat! Alright, we got a little bit of some health, that's good. I mean, more would be a lot nicer, but, you know, that's fine. Oh man, the lag. I should have been more specific, yes. More specific indeed. Okay, good, those are an instant kill. I'm not playing a Luckyman game after all, otherwise those would have been instant kill. Alright, so we got the letter. I mean, look at this, just dolphin spam. Not Chico's most creative moments, for sure. This is just a freaking waste of time here. Like, okay, Chico, come on. Where are all the invisible enemies that are trying to kill me and stuff, you know? Alright, I guess I'll stand here and shoot this guy. This song. You just want to move on? Alright, I kind of agree. If you want to hear a banger other than this one, play Dark Return or just look it up on the internet and listen to Wily 1. Alright, let's fight this. Let's fight this. Oh, I was ready for it. This song is so good. This is like the definition of like the greatest song of all time. Alright, so that's Chico. That boss wasn't very hard, so that's good. Also, if you have Waveman emotes, that would have been a really good time to have used them. Alright, so moving on to you. You were tabbed out. You heard that monstrosity, yeah. It's a good one. It's really a good one. Alright, so we're moving on. And we're going to number 31 out of 31, which is Ridley X... What was it? Ridley X3. Ridley X3. Alright, so this is clearly by Ridley X. This is the 31 out of 34. Difficulty is LOL no. More of the same as X1. It doesn't make the game difficult by making it take 20 hits to kill enemies this time, though, which is kind of nice. Looks like Mega Man 3 and Mega Man 5 world. The game uses a stage design from Mega Man 3 to make stages in Mega Man 5. Very notably in Snowman Stage being inspired by Doc, Robot, Needleman. I like Crystal Man Stage in this one. It's lazy design and the fact that it's tribute to Gemini Man Stage. It literally takes block placement and copies it from here. Same comment I said about Starman Stage, but anyway, fun. So you can't jump out a slide and overlaying textures here, and that is a problem in some of this game here, especially as I was saying in Starman Stage. The stages are kind of fun just to go through, but nothing really stands out other than Wily 4 being a really short stage with the shootable blocks. And also, your health doesn't go all the way up in Dark 4. It just goes up to 26, I guess. Wily 1 has the same room design as the start of X1's Proto 1. Yeah. God. Please Ridley X. Please stop making the games inspired from other games. Putting Mega Man 3 into Mega Man 5. Please stop doing that. But anyway, yeah, it's a game. Let's play Ridley X3. Yeah, I mean, I don't really recommend this because it's just boring. It does all kinds of shit, man. Alright, we got Mega Man 3. We almost went the Wave Man again. I don't know, I've been going to bottom left lately. I kept going to Yamato yesterday. Oh look, it's Mega Man. It's Mega Man 3 done like Mega Man 5. Wow, gee willikers, man, this is just the peak of level design and creativity. You know, people that are playing ROM hacks, the first thing they want to do is they want to play old stages again, reimagined in a different game, because they're not trying to escape playing the old game, you know. They want to play a rehash of the other things, you know. Nothing interesting, that's what they want. I'm sure actually some people do, because some people praise this and they praise the creativity of something like that. And I mean, I shouldn't bitch about free games, you know, but, like, it's... Yeah, but, so anyway, so the sliding simulator continues. Why is this one higher than, the second one? I think I mentioned that earlier. No, that's... I'm just bitching about Ridley X. I'm just bitching about Ridley X in general. No, this one is definitely superior to the second one. Ever so slightly. I mean, we're in D tier here. And these, you know, yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, so I literally mean the first one, like Ridley X Hack #1 when I said the first one. I'm comparing it to the first one, not the first one that I discussed. Literally Ridley X Hack 1, not the first one that I talked about. That's okay. I see what you're saying. Okay, yeah, I got you. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of what? Why did we think? But okay, yeah, right. We're on to this. Alright, so this is a vanilla boss fight, so we're just gonna skip it. Alright. Yes, there's a lot of Ridley hacks, that's true. Alright, so moving on from the Ridley X, we are going back to Chico. Imagine another Chico hack in D tier. We got the 30th ranked out of 34, which is Dude in Gate. So we can put a little asterisk there because I'm going to talk about a little project that I did, which we looked at earlier. So, yeah, this is the 30th ranked hack. This is Dude in Gate, or also Killer to Hell. They are the same hack, it's just the Killer to Hell has a different soundtrack and different graphics. We'll talk about that here in a minute, too. This is by Chico. Difficulty, I mean, it's a Chico hack, so, you know, it's Chico. It's not, like, overly over-the-top hard, but it's Chico. And I also, we'll talk about the difficulty in a minute. So, it's got a new soundtrack, which it's alright. It's ugly looking, it's background, it's Chico, you know. Starman shoots you after he shoots a shield from the ground, which feels really weird, right? Like, yeah. Also, fuck Crystal Man in this hack. It's a ho-hum, boring game, and then they give you stupid-ass Crystal Man, who's as close to impossible Buster only with no E-tanks as it gets. Ho-hum, oh, black screens section with nowhere to tell when it's going to swap or anything like that. How not fun. Jet ski section is fun, though. The squid monster is fast and the bullets shoot fast. Outside the soundtrack, and maybe if you just want to see how dumb Crystal Man is, I can't recommend it as far as the 8 robots are concerned. The game does get better in the proto stages, but not enough to even really to say to play it much, unless if you kind of want to. I say if you want to play Dude in Gate, originally what I would say would be to password to the proto stages and play through, you know, unless you just want to play the whole game, if you just want to kind of see what the game has to offer, because the air robots are kind of doo-doo. But I did make because like I said, Killer to Hell and Dude in Gate are the same game. So I made a mod for this game called Airslide to Hell, and it just adds an air slide to Dude in Gate. Like this is Killer to Hell, excuse me, which is Dude in Gate. So it edits the front title to say Airslide to Hell, and then it adds Air Slide. You keep your charge when you get hit, and lots of other quality of life patches. And so it makes playing this hack a lot easier and more fun. You don't have to deal with a lot of the bullshit. Like, you know, you see the invisible enemies here, and that's not just Chico, but that's a problem with a lot of hacks. A lot of Mega Man 5 hacks got problems with too many enemies on screen. But yeah, this is basically just a god mode for this game, which I would recommend a lot, especially to beginners. It makes this game kind of fun. If you're more of an experienced player who wants to get into Chico hacks, this is another option, and having an air slide makes it a lot more fun, obviously. So, but yeah, we're gonna move on from Dude in Gate. That I just showed you a little bit of gameplay there, so you know, there you go. Your time to shine, Dude in Gate. All right, so next is the last game of D tier, and that is the big elephant in the room, which is. Come on, guys. What is it? What do you think it is? What the hell did I just do? Okay, good. Luckyman 2. Luckyman 2 is the 29th ranked Mega Man 5 ROM hack out of 34. I did say the words. I said Luckyman 2, I know. Now, this is by Chico. This, like I said, 29th out of 34, and the difficulty, this is probably the only time that I'm ever going to say this about an entire game, but this game is actually too hard. This is one of, like, I can't think of any other ROM hacks off the top of my head where the whole game is too hard. The whole game is hard. Luckyman 2, Luckyman 2, Luckyman 2. This game is too hard. There's not any other hacks I can really think about off the top of my head that are just... Whole game is pretty much too hard. Yeah. So, this game has an air slide, obviously, this Luckyman game. You keep your charge slide when you get hit. Ugly game with a gaping, smiling face. Music is a lot of Mega Man 5 remixes of old Mega Man games. You can use select to cycle through weapons. Snowman Stage isn't very good. Shit just kind of comes at you. You can't kill a bunch of enemies. The boss is pretty hard, but again, there's a pattern to it you can exploit, so you can beat it. There's also a really easy to farm E-Tank on Snowman Stage of this game. Mame, whatever his name is. I don't ever say what the improper name is. Yeah, so Jesus, the enemies in this game take hits, and they also give hits. Like, the average damage of an enemy hitting you in this game is probably 10 damage, and that's a basic enemy. There's a lot of one-hit death enemies in this game. There's a lot of 14 damage hit enemies. It's brutal. Yeah, the Gyroman stage, when you got to go up the elevator, you have to guess what side you have to go on, and if you guess wrong, you're dead. There's only one proper way to go up. Gyroman honestly is a pretty easy boss in that game, which is nice. Gyroman might be somewhere to start. I don't know if you're looking into it. Why is it better than previous ones? Why is Luckyman 2 better than previous ones, or why is it worse than previous ones? Why is Luckyman 2 better than previous ones? Because it's impossible. Like, because I can't beat it, and that's almost a, that's. I mean, I can beat it, because I have, but the fact that it's so hard that it's legendary is what makes it better. Like, yeah, that's about it. It doesn't have Big Chungus from Luckyman 2. This F tier. Nah, it's not F tier. I know that's for you personally, but I don't agree. Like when the level design is fun, it's a fun game, but it's just too hard at places. It's just got a lot of traps, but for what Chico is going for, he is going for a true Kaizo game, right? Like, a lot of the ideas that he has in this game feel like that it is true Kaizo in an ultimate sense in a lot of areas, like having to have perfect health to make it through the underwater section filled with like the acid, the orange acid and shit like that. Like, it does a good job of representation of Kaizo, better than the majority of other Chico hacks, but it's too overboard with a lot of the shit that it does. Wily 1 is the hardest stage in any Mega Man ROM hack, bar none. If Big Chungus from Luckyman 1 was the boss for Wily 1 and Luckyman 2, that stage would be like I'm sure that Kumba and I would have figured out how to beat it at some point, but that would just be insane. So, anyway, it's Luckyman 2. You guys, a lot of people have seen it. I got a lot more written here, but we can move on. It's save states. If you want to play this game, use save states and use them often. At least every checkpoint that you make it to, you use a save state. That's what I would say. Every time that you make it into the boss gate, use a save state. The nice thing about this game is that it just gives you E-Tanks right away, early, and in a lot of places. The game is common, or E-tanks are common in this game, so, you know, they will be coming eventually. So, yeah. Alright, so I'm going to play a little bit of Luckyman too. I know, I'm excited too. Where are we going? What's the, I don't know, we'll go to angle. Oh. See, I know what's coming, so it's not quite as bad as it could be. No, I appreciate you giving your opinion, you know? That's, I mean, I'm not like, you know, shit, I just zip myself. It's fine, I mean, I would have chat on slow mode, or, you know, have emote only or some shit if I didn't want people voicing their opinions about this, you know? A lot of times people say things that, you know, are cool and stuff. Alright, so we got Luckyman 2 trying to kill this thing. Alright, and we're probably gonna die instantly, yep. We didn't die instantly, let's go. Go, oh, we didn't die instantly. Alright, so that's Luckyman 2. Alright, let's move on. So, we are now moving on to C tier. And going on to number 28 out of 34 is Hyperion 5. Now, I know that Kuja Killer really likes this hack, and it does a good job of extending some levels and some cool stuff, but overall, it's pretty basic. And also, a lot of the Mega Man 5 hacks are pretty good from this point on. Alright, so this is hack number 28 out of 34. The author is Jariva. This is Hyperion 5. Difficulty is no, not really, no. This is a standard level hack for the most part, though the stages are extended in length, in some ways very long. The meteors in Snowman Stage fall down really fast. That's about the only major change in that stage. There's a lot of super cheap depth areas in Gyroman Stage, but you should be able to see it coming. It's pretty boring so far, just longer. You know, Crystal's Man stage did seem about the same length. Best part about the hack so far is there's a lot of opportunity to shoot multiple enemies with one charge shot. Gravity Man's multi-puzzle pattern is really cool. Gravity Man stage is alright, but this one is kind of dumb in some spots, but it's hard to do a gravity under, you know, a reverse gravity puzzle and have it work off. But it's cool though. I like it. Stone Man and Charge Man stages are better than the rest of them, and Gravity was the other one that was good other than that little puzzle, but make sure to have Gyro Man's weapon to get the letter in Charge Man's stage. Wave Man stage does exist, but it's about the neatest part about this hack. So, we'll go to Wave Man stage and I'll just talk over it right now. What are we doing, Hyperion? So this is the coolest part about this whole hack, and I don't know if I have a save state on this or not. Come on. I don't. Alright, so we gotta go to Wave Man stage. Alright, anyway, so we'll talk about this thing here in a second. The Protoman stages are pretty good, but it's still really vanilla in a lot of places. It's got a lot of cool scrolling graphics and stuff, but you know, this hack is about where it belongs. Is here, but yeah, we'll play a little bit of it, and hopefully I don't need Super Arrow or anything or Jet to do do this thing I was talking about, but... And I know that Kuja Killer appreciates interesting things like this, so... You know, it'll be worth showing him. You do agree it's a C-tier hack? Alright. Alright, when are we gonna get to the part I was talking about? We have to go through this whole section, huh? Alright. That's fine. Yo, what's up, Kaiser Chrysler? Chrissy? Yeah, we're doing the Mega Man 5 ROM hack tier list. There's quite a lot of Mega Man 5 hacks, so this is probably gonna take a little bit of time. And then hopefully we're gonna be able to get, SMRPG going, but we'll see. Hey, how are you doing? Yeah, some of them are B tier for sure. Nice. I'm not sure what time it is where you're living, so I'm not sure if you slept in or what your situation was like. This is certainly a dolphin section right now, though. That was cool, the little triple dolphin thing there. That was fun. Alright, can we get to the extended part? Apparently not. Alright, good. Okay. Good. Alright, sweet. We can do the thing I was talking about. No we can't. Shit. How am I getting over there? How am I getting over here? Damn it. I'm upset. I just played this whole stage and I can't even show the thing off I wanted to. Alright, so when you land on that thing over there, it does 1 damage every time that you get hit, and eventually you get down to 0 damage. You don't have 1 damage, you get 0 damage. 0 damage. Not 1 damage, but 0. You don't have any health, but you're still alive. And you can do it by standing on that thing right there, but I don't have Super Arrow or Rush Jet to get there, so... And I'm not about to do that again, so... Anyway, that's Hyperion 5. Alright, so the next hack that we have is Ridley X1. Which is the 27th ranked Mega Man 5 hack. Now, unfortunately, I was lazy and I didn't copy all this stuff, so I gotta find Ridley X1 real quick on my notes. Alright, so Ridley X Hack 1. This is a basic level hack with some slight recoloring of enemies. Apparently you can't jump out of slide or there's cloud cover in this game ever, because there's a lot of stupid overlapping tile or background tile sets that kill you in a lot of Ridley X games, which sucks and it makes them not very fun. So yeah, where are we at here? Make sure you get Super Arrow first, because you're going to need it to get letters, which kind of sucks. I mean, if it's a ROM hack, making people play through your stage twice to just get a letter by being like, oh hey, you can't get this, you got to get Super Arrow. I don't like that. That's just it's not like one of those later hacks where you have to like find items. It's not like Double Jumper where you got to find like the Super Arrow hidden somewhere, and then that would lead to you finding something else or whatever. It's different. This is the bad version of that. Basically, just play Gravity Man stage in this game. Otherwise, it's boring. You could skip this whole one and not really miss anything. Though the Protoman stages do bump the difficulty up, but it's pretty bad for a C tier hack. I think that some people might enjoy this from like a speedrun perspective, because the way you can line up a lot of shots and kill things with Buster, and it's not that difficult. So you know, there's some potential for that, but I'm not really including speedrunning stuff in my ROM hack tier list. So anyway, let's play a little bit of some Ridley X1. Ridley X1. If I was Ridley X1, I would be right there. Okay. Alright, let's pick a different stage. I said Gravity Man stage was good when I just said that, so hopefully I just mentally prime myself to pick that. That would be the explanation that I would go with for why we just went there instead of to a different place. Give me a second here. The cat fucking knocked something over. Alright. What are we doing? We're playing video games, that's right. Alright, video games. Is that a death pit? That'd be cool if it was a death pit. Oh, it's not. Right, this is Ridley X, nothing's gonna be a death pit. Oh, got the clips. Oh, I didn't get boned. Okay, the game loves me, so it's like, here you go. Hey, there's a tribute to Mega Man 2 right there. Imagine tributes to older Mega Man games in Ridley X Hack. What a quaint notion. Cool thing about this hack and why it's not in D tier is that this game is largely not piracy. It's just lazy and boring feeling. But like I'm sure trying to figure out how to get this M tank here would probably be kind of fun. You know, let's try it. Yep. See, look at that. That's fun. Look at that. That's solid. That's a solid little gameplay fun there. And that enemy placement there was good. You know, it's just right there to annoy you just enough. You know, fun little stage here. Alright, so the bosses are vanilla, so I'm not going to do the fight. But anyway, that's Ridley X Hack #1. Not bad, obviously. It's C tier. You know, you could play that, and I wouldn't say you shouldn't. I wouldn't complain the entire time, maybe, except for it being a little boring because it's Ridley X. But that's just what you come to expect from Ridley X. Sorry to Ridley X for saying that, but it is true. Alright, so next we are going to move on to the 26th ranked hack, which is KT. Alright, I need to... Alright, so this is KT 26th out of 34, and I didn't look up who this was by, but I do have that open, so hopefully KT... Yeah, it's by Rockmaster. And difficulty? Yes, this game is very difficult. This game is one that Kumba had to skip because of Wave Man stage being so difficult, even though I first tried it when I played it. So, you know, that's just how it is sometimes, but... Anyway, let's check out some KT. Like I said, sorry, I'm not as organized for this as I was other ones, but we need to get this done. So KT, it does seem like your basic level redesign only hack at first, but you know, eventually you can see that it is challenging to say the least. Let's see here. Akuma play KT. Yeah, Akuma had a good time playing it, but he's played it like 3 or 4 times over the last like year. Although he quit playing it 2 of those times, I think, or 1 of them. Which is fine. I'm not trying to hate on Kumba right this second. Maybe later, but not right now. I'm not trying to hate on Kumba right now. Anyway, so yeah, Starman Stage is really well done. It tells you where the invisible platforms are and everything. Then you get to Starman, and his shield takes forever to scroll across the screen, and you can't hurt him, or so it would seem. If you switch to Rush Coil, you can do 1 damage to him at a time, which is an interesting idea, which I think works out. And some of the other bosses work like that as well, to where like you have to think outside the box to figure out ways to kill them. Excuse me. So yeah, Gyroman stage, the first part of that is not very fun. Any stage that has the stupid pit rockets as the main gimmick can suck it. Things go boom, boom. Those things, I hate those things. And that's true for most Mega Man games. And hacks that use those as a gimmick, well, God bless you from the South. Alright, yeah, and also, the bosses in this game can suck it. Specifically Charge Man and yeah, just most of the bosses in this game are overly stupid, and yeah. Oh, and also Crystal Man stage has got invisible pits, which is just a warning to you. They use the gravity gimmick in half of Crystal Man, and it makes up for some of the other bullshit in the stage. So it makes up for it, and that also makes for a fun fight because you get to do the gravity in that as well. The game uses a lot of the overloading enemy sprite limit things you can't see to trap you and make you think that you're safe when there's an enemy that's right there. And I know people don't like that as design. I'm not really a big fan of it either, but this game does it better than a lot of other hacks do, to have the invisible enemies. Like, they'll have like the rolling enemy on a platform where there's just a bunch of other enemies that are there that you can see, but you can't see that one, and you end up getting hit by it, which I know that sucks, but that's what you get if you don't take enemies out, right? Like, a lot of people don't understand that they do that in these hacks because they want you to kill the enemies one by one, and if you run away from them, you're getting punished. And that's the idea behind a lot of Chico stuff that people don't get. And it's a similar concept with KT here. And it does that style of gameplay well. It does a lot of the Kaizo stuff pretty good. I mean, obviously it's in C tier, so it's not fantastic, but I mean, it's the game's pretty good. Not great. Proto 1 has got the moving platforms, and then the Mets that drop the stuff. Yo, Gaming Speedrunner BR, thanks, appreciate the GL and popping in. Yeah, I said that the Charge Man must be what Chico dreams about at night on my notes. Wave Man's first part of his stage is cool, and the jet ski section ideas are nice, but the execution, it's not that great. It flips you upside down, and like I said, I one-shot it, but you watch a lot of really good players try to do Wave Man's section on the jet ski, and it's very cumbersome. But if you can do it, it's alright. Let's see here. Wily 1 is kind of LOL. Wily 2's got the pits that pose as platforms and stuff. But you can use Water Wave or Napalm Bombs to figure out where it has, or Arc Coil and stuff. Or wait, that's Proto 2, I guess. Yeah, I would say with this one, play 8 robots, and if it's your kind of thing, move on or keep going. If not, stop, because it does get harder later on. Alright, so we're gonna play a little bit of some KT. I mean, I'll just show you, I guess. I mean, hey, if you guys got those Wave Man emotes, now is the perfect time to use them. That's what I'm saying, right? Oh, we gotta catch this. Oh man, yeah, that's a perfect time to use that emote there, Nitro. Alright, we'll go one more time, but Again, I don't want to spend too much time on this shit, because... Yeah, alright. I don't know, alright. Yeah, basically any death means move on to the next game. But I want to show you guys this jet ski section, just because it's pretty funny. Like, you thought this was a good idea. You're mean. Alright, sweet, let's do it. Alright, I got two attempts to do— oh shit! There's a thing that kills you right there, right in the start. Alright, so we didn't first try it this time, because I'm not really paying much attention. I'm not really in play mode right now. Alright, so that's it. I just fucking sucked so bad. Alright, anyways, that's KT. You know, play it if you're into those kinds of things. Alright, so let's move on to the next hack, which, alright, let's see here. Next hack for Mega Man 5. Rated number 25. We need to speed this up. We've been streaming for a long time already. We gotta speed this up a lot. Alright. So Ridley X— God damn it, which Ridley X is this? Ridley X4. Alright, so this is by Ridley X. Is it hard? I mean, it's a Ridley X hack, so if you weren't paying attention, then no, it's not that hard. I need to close this window probably. I think that's what we need to do. Alright, Ridley X4. Apparently that is a more recent Ridley X hack, because it is down here. Alright, I even said in my review I did. It's gonna take a little full day to do Mega Man 2. Oh yeah, it's gonna take a long time to do Mega Man 2. Alright, so Ridley X4, I picked this one because I needed to go to bed soon. So that should let you know how difficult I was anticipating this to be. It's basic hack, only backgrounds have been changed. The game is inspired by Mega Man 4 and uses tiles from those games and blah blah blah. I mean, it's Ridley X doing Ridley X stuff. I mean, if you want to play Mega Man 4 and Mega Man 5, it's just overly unnotable. I mean, it's fun. You can play it. It's super standard. It does have the enemies from the jet ski section outside of the jet ski. Snowman Stage is kind of tough, but I mean, whatever. Yeah, I mean, that's about it. The puzzle to get the letter in Gyroman Stage is basically the peak of this game, but I mean that in a positive way, because I mean, it's a Ridley X hack. If you want to play Ridley X in this one is not terrible. So you can play this one and not feel like you're going to get picked on by the kids. You know, because kids will probably pick on you for playing Ridley X hacks, I guess, was how I imagine life works these days. Yep, I mean, this graphics, you know, porting the tiles over and all that, he did a good job, he did an admirable job doing the video game stuff, you know. Now, I might just be good at Mega Man and stuff, because that probably looked challenging, but I promise you that you can probably play video games like that sometime too. I'm not gonna. That guy's too much of a G for me, if you know what I mean. Because it said G there. No, I jumped. I disagree. Oh. Wait, this thing took a shitload of damage, plus Mega Man 5's iframes. I thought I was gonna die there, but I didn't. So, whoop. Good for me. I'm not gonna shoot you, cat. Like, I don't know why you think I was gonna shoot you. Promise. I'm not gonna shoot you unless if you just appear out of nowhere and I literally have no other option. Because I already shot the shotgun. I'm not gonna shoot you, don't worry, Mr. Cat. See, you don't shoot the cats. That is a sign of weakness. Okay, that is a ceiling. I'm glad that I looked over at my screen so I could see if it was, in fact, I probably need some help. Okay, that works. That's some help. Yeah, for sure. I mean, this hack isn't really, you know, it's boring, kinda, but, I mean, you know, it's C tier, right? You know, it's C tier. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I don't shit on Ridley X quite as hard as Kumba does, but I think that's kind of just Kumba's shtick, is shitting on Ridley X and Chico. So, but all right. So moving on, we are going to go to the 24th ranked Mega Man 5 hack, and there's a little bit of an asterisk with this one because the Chico, this is a Chico hack. Chico kind of fucked it up, but this is Haze Star, which is the 24th out of 34 hacks, and like I said, this is Chico. This game is really hard. This game is one of the harder Chico hacks. You also need to play a fixed version of it because the one that's on romhacking.net, you can't actually beat Napalm Man Stage. So yeah, this is Chico, 24th ranked and all that. Let's see here. So yeah, there's literally an impossible stage to beat. So you can beat Napalm Man Stage now. So it changes a lot of stuff, music, graphics, stage design, all that stuff. There's a lot of tight jumping in every stage. Enemies take a ton of damage. There's a lot of fucking cheap pit rocket deaths. And the rock falling section, I didn't die to it, but you might, because it's stupid. Because yeah, all the bosses are hard. Wave Man Stage is really cool, and there's a really fun jump section at the end of it, or at the beginning of it, excuse me. The jet ski section is cool, and I didn't even get hit by Wave Man when I played through this on this one playthrough. The thing that the Met trains do with the way that they shoot things out is really cool, honestly, but it's frustrating and hard to avoid. Yeah, there's lots of throw tons of enemies at you that go invisible. Thing happens in Charge Man stage a lot. Gravity Man stage is good, except for the bats section. They're take forever to kill because they're invisible and you don't see them. And Crystal Man is impossible. Gyroman stage is really hard, but it's not super cheap. It's actually pretty clever level design, honestly. First two Proto stages aren't that difficult. The boss's weaknesses don't make sense. Cossack 3, the level is stupid hard for the wrong reasons. And yeah, just remember that Charge Kick is sweet in some of these hacks. Because you get iframes and you slide through everything when you have Charge Kick. That is something that people don't appreciate with Chico hacks is the, so you gotta use your weapons. You gotta use Charge Kick to go through stuff. You know? Yeah, the Wily stages are kind of dumb and hard, but this game isn't horrible. Circle of Q9 is a nightmare in this game. Crystal Joes, they're hard to hit and they take lots of damage and they hurt you really good too. So just a warning. Overall, I mean it's if you play the fixed version, the one that you can beat, it's not bad. All right, so let's take a look at Haze Star. I guess we'll go to Gyro. I should go to Napalm because of the stage being fixed and all that, so I can show you can beat it. But whatever, you can get that. You can figure that out on your own. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, that's crazy. That's cool. I like how that looks. Yeah, there's a lot of enemy spam in this game, though, so you kind of gotta be careful. It's Chico, so you gotta be careful at all times. But... and I'm kind of going fast for how fast you want to go in all of these hacks. But, you know. I think this is probably halfway. Woohoo! That's cool. I like that. Look at that. Look at those chickens. They're just coming at you. They're bouncing. They're coming. Like that's cool level design to me. I know people like to hate Chico, but I like that. I mean, look at that. Just boom, comes right down on you right there because you think you're gonna be safe and you're gonna have a little bit of time, but no, you don't. Those chickens are there in your face to destroy you and make you question your life decisions. Which is really all that I'm looking for from most Mega Man ROM hacks. It's making you question your life decisions. Alright, so that is solid. Alright, so anyway. Yeah, I mean, play it. Make sure you play the fixed version, otherwise you can't really do stuff, so. Alright. Next on C tier, we got another Ridley X Hack. Imagine that. Ridley X6. Ridley X6, which I think is the most recent of the Ridley X Mega Man 5 hacks. Alright, so, yeah, this one I wrote relatively recently, so I kind of remember it. Not the worst review I've ever given Ridley X. Yeah, see, Kuja Killer is pretty cool. So I'm still giving Ridley X hacks low scores, so let's see if this one's different. The page said it wouldn't just be another game based on old Mega Man games, so let us pray. Oh wait, he's doing Mega Man Unlimited instead. Oh no, he's doing Mega Man Unlimited instead of ripping off the NES games. He's gonna rip Mega Man Unlimited off this time. Good, fun, cool, sweet. I mean, at least he's not ripping off NES games this time, so it's not as boring as some of the other ones. It's Ridley X. I mean, let's see here. The bosses haven't changed for sure. So yeah, you have to get Rush Jet or Super Arrow in order to get every weapon or every letter, which means you have to re-enter a lot of stages, which sucks. There's a lot of leaps of faiths in this game, apparently, especially in Crystal Man Stage. The boss weaknesses are different, apparently. Gravity Man Stage is fun. Gravity Man Stage is... I mean, if you don't have a good Gravity Man Stage and you're making a hack, or if your Gravity gimmick stage isn't good, try again, please. I mean, it's fun. This is the best of the Ridley X hacks ish. No, that's not true. No, ignore that. Or maybe it is. I don't know, but this is one of the best Ridley X hacks for Mega Man 5, at least. There we go. That is correct. So, give it a shot, I guess. All right, here's Ridley X6. Well, I said this stage didn't suck, so let's give it a shot, I guess. Oh, sweet. Like I said, there's a lot of the blind faith jump stuff going on here. This has got to be a prep. Yeah, look at that. That's got to be a prep. It's not, it's the actual path. How about that? No! Alright, this game sucks. Alright, anyway. No, this one's pretty good. For a Ridley X Hack especially, you should give it a shot. Alright, so let's move on. Yo, hey Adong, how are you doing? Welcome. We're doing the Mega Man 5 ROM hack tier list thing right here. Yeah, Adong is the creator of Rockman 2 Gravity and Rockman 2 DA 1.1, along with some of the zipping hacks like JM and Custom Edition and Blade, I think. Welcome, haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're well. Alright, so we just did Ridley X6, right? Alright, so yeah, let's move on to 22, which is Joshu Bashu. Joshu Bashu 1. I'm probably spelling that wrong, I apologize, but, you know. So the author of this game is unknown, according to what I remember, but I'm going to double check real quick. Joshu Bashu. Yeah, this is an unknown author for this. Alright, so Joshu Bashu should be up here, right? Oh. There's a lot of Mega Man 5 hacks, so it takes a minute to find them. Joshu Bashu, alright, basic hack here, changes background appearances, that's about it, but they're done really well. The stages are good. Napalm Man Stage is really good. Does have a new exclamation box in this that looks like the one from Mario 3. Does 1 damage to you if you land on it. Falling Platform and Gyroman Stage has Met Bomb droppers, and it's hard if you don't know how to avoid dropping bombs, but it's easy if you watch the Mega Man 5 speedrun. The game basically forces you to shoot the tigers in Gyroman Stage, which is a minus, obviously. You don't want to kill the cats. That's yeah, no cat murder. I like the graphics in the graphic in the game too, and I don't really talk about aesthetics all that much, but the weaknesses they are the same. Starman Stage is boring. Snowman Stage relies on stupid rocket death pit enemies, but I mean, you know, Waveman just Waveman, he just kind of comes out of nowhere for the fight. There's no jet ski section, which is cool. You don't really need a jet ski section. Wily 3 is a good stage, but too much forced or not. Proto 3 is a good stage, but too much forced cat murder. Watch out for soft locks in Proto 4, by the way. You can't soft lock in Proto 4 in this game. Wily Castle's pretty average. I'd say play this one if you want an easier hack with good level design and nothing else really going for it. Alright. So yeah, let's play this one for a minute. Yeah, look at this. Look at these graphics. This is from an unknown ROM hacker. Look at that. These are smooth looking. This is honestly better looking than a lot of Ridley X's stuff. Not really trying to start shit with him like a, you know. Fuck. Anyway, so, good game. Deserves the C tier level, but I mean it's towards the top of C tier, so you should definitely play it. It's good. I mean, C tier is good. It's average, I guess. You know, and this game is on more of the positive end of average. It's not C plus, but it's still it's good. I mean it's fun. So play it. Alright, so moving on to number 21 in the last hack of C tier. It is another Chico hack, and it is Luckyman 1. Now this is Chico. This game is stupid hard. Basically, all you need to know is that big pets in this game is the hardest fight that you're ever going to have, and you're probably not going to make it past it without using save states unless you're a really good gamer. You get lucky, or you understand the mechanics and what you're doing and stuff like that. I didn't learn the fight until after I did my stream of it, actually, and I was like, yeah, I kind of watched it and looked, and I was like, oh, I know how to do this. So there is a trick to the fight, but it doesn't always work either. It is kind of RNG dependent, but there is a trick to it. This also needs an asterisk because you need to play the fixed version. Not as bad as a lot of the other ones. In this game, you can't fight the final boss because it's walled off. So there is a fix that's available that removes the wall, so you can do the last stage, basically the second half of the last stage. You can do that. So, yeah, this has got an air slide. All the graphics are all crazy. The sound effects are all mixed up. Mega Man's got that big gaping smile that we all love. The music's all different. The bosses are all dicks. They're all dicks. You keep your charge when you get damaged, which is nice. That's actually an important feature of the Luckyman games. Luckyman 6, which isn't finished, but in that game you do not keep your charge shot when you get hit, and it makes that game much more difficult than it should be if you're trying to do a buster only, obviously. But it is noticeable when they aren't there. Cool thing is also my emote is death. Gyroman is literally death. Also, Gyroman Stage is the definition of fuck this game. But again, this is C tier because it does Kaizo. This is supposed to be a Kaizo game, supposed to be a Kaizo hack, and it does the Kaizo gimmick really well. The Luckyman games do that. The enemies take a lot of damage, but it's not absurd like Luckyman 2. The level design is fresh and inventive in Luckyman 1. Especially like Napalm Man Stage and Starman Stage. And Crystal Man Stage, even though it's fucking hard, but it's really well thought out. And Crystal Man Stage, I think, is one with the gravity gimmick. Honestly, Crystal Man in this game is easy compared to most Chico hacks stuff. Gravity Man Stage has got multiple paths that you can take in between the actual stage layout itself per screen, which is really cool. All the bosses are not that bad except for Gyro in this game. The level design in this game is the hard part. I mean, the bosses fuck them, but it's not as hard as a lot of Chico hacks comparatively. Like, if you go into this game and you haven't played a Chico hack before, yeah, they're tough, but it's not as bad as, like, lots of other Chico hacks, for sure. The first truly unfair part of the game is in Snowman section. After the shootable blocks, the enemy forces you to take damage, and Bad Design Part 2 with the cloud cover and pits and stuff. Yo, Adong, what's your hair? What kind of hair you got? Show me a picture and I'll tell you what to do. This game has different weapons. It fixes stuff. Stoneman, the boss, takes forever to beat. His stones are hard to avoid. It's a bad boss. The jet ski section is impossible. Waveman himself will freeze you, and if you get hit by it, you're pretty much stuck there, and it's going to cost you. You're going to die. Protoman 1's not that bad. Hope you like math, because Pro 2's got math. Yeah, it's just don't get frozen by the Proto bosses, which is what happens in Proto 3. Wily 1 is a decent stage. It gives you an E-tank, but seriously, Big Pets is way too hard in this game. It's just too hard. If you make it past that, God, it's not. The rest of the game isn't too bad or too difficult, but yeah. Also, you can't get beat in this game because there's only 7 letters. One of them is a duplicate. So, all right, let's move on. Or excuse me, let's play a little bit of some Luckyman. Luckyman 1. Where's the fixed one? There we go. There's the fixed version of Luckyman. Let's just go to death. I mean, yo, if you guys got death emotes, use them now. Death emotes. Let's see some death emotes. Also, fuck this stage. I picked the stupidest stage. Goddamn. I picked the hardest stage. No, I'm bad. Drinking and trying to play Chico is not a good idea, bro. It's alright. We got this. We're gonna get this done. So he told you. Oh man, no. Alright, not this stage, but we'll pick a different one. I don't recommend mixing alcohol with Chico. This game is very difficult, as I've said before. So, expect lots of death and dying and stuff. Alright, here we go. This is much better, much more my speed right now. So like I said, trying to damage boost everything in this game is a bad idea because it's a Chico hack, and so it's designed to just ruin your entire life and your day and stuff. Oh, I was going for the style. Alright, so I think that's good for now. Alright, so that is the end of C tier. Right, C tier. C tier meaning an average hack, which truthfully, Luckyman 1 is, like it or don't like it, it is an average hack for everything that has come out in existence. So alright, we're moving on to C plus tier, also known as cousin catnip. I'm kidding. Nope, we're not quite there yet. All right, so the next game is Blues No Chausen, which is the 20th ranked Mega Man ROM hack, Mega Man 5 ROM hack out of 34. And let's find. God damn it, you son of a bitch. Alright, we gotta go to the top of it. Womp, 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 womp. Alright, here we go. Still have 24 on screen. Well, shit. Well, shit, this is number 20, right? Yeah, this is number 20. I don't know why I had 24 on there. Alright, I just had it up there and everything. I had it pulled up. Alright, there we go. So this is by let's get the date. This is an old hack. This is by an unknown person as well. This is the 20th out of 24 Mega Man 5 ROM hacks. And like I said, the author is unknown. Difficulty, nope, not really. There's lots of color swapping here, the title screen, and even basic enemies. The behavior is the same, the bosses are the same. Stages feel like they're remapped because you don't drop down, it's just a straight shot. If you want to collect all the letters without going back to stages, you gotta get Super Arrow first, which is stupid, but I mean, you should be getting Super Arrow first anyway. You should be going to Star or Gyro first in Mega Man 5, just as a rule, if you're playing ROM hacks. Unless if they're ones where you don't get Super Arrow or Jet from those stages, then obviously you go somewhere else, but I digress. So, Gravity Man's stage is great in this game. It uses the Gravity Man's gimmick really well. Feel like they're shorter in a lot of ways. Napalm Man stage is great. Boss weaknesses are the same in this one. Great example level design. Gyroman stage. You think that the platforms are going to fall, but they don't. Then you climb up a ladder and you see the ones that you think will drop, and it leads to one up. But instead, they're holes and you die. If that doesn't make sense to you, play Gyroman stage from this hack right now and it'll make sense. This game is kind of hard with some cheap enemy placement, but I think that you'll enjoy. This game's hard. No, it's not. Some of my review stuff is from years ago when I was not as good at Mega Man, maybe. So this game is kind of hard with some cheap enemy placement, I guess. But I think you'll enjoy it. It's a level-only hack done right. They removed the mini-boss from Wave Man stage, which isn't a bad thing. Proof, again, this game is remapped as Protoman 4 is way different and a longer stage. It also gets rid of the Crusher section. Play this hack. C plus tier means play this hack, basically. Doesn't mean must play this hack, it means play it, though, right? Okay. I guess I can show you, right? I can show you that thing I was talking about. It makes sense to me after I read it, and I was like, oh, right, because I've done this before and I've experienced it, so. Alright. I'll probably totally forget what it was when it happens, so that's good at least. Yeah, right here. You think that they're going to be the tiles that fall. They're not the tiles that fall. Those ones are the ones that fall. It teaches you that when you get the one up. I don't see how I can get up there without using foil, so... Well, I picked the right one. That's nice of the game to do that for me. See, look at this. This is fun. I probably went the wrong way. Oh, so you gotta get the K. Oh, you gotta go that way. So it gives you multiple paths, which is nice. It's not the same as making you play the game again to get to, by forcing you to use freaking Super Arrow or something stupid like that. Ouch. Oh, we gotta drop. Oh, we gotta drop again. Oh, we gotta drop like a lot. Oh, those are enemies. Fucking pit enemies, dude. They're the worst. Alright. Anyway, so that's Blues no Chausen. Alright, moving on from Blues no Chausen is Ridley X5. Which is number 19. Obviously, this is a Ridley X Hack. Where's Ridley X5? Alright, so this is by Ridley X difficulty. I mean, it's Ridley X, but maybe actually. So this is the off one where Ridley X actually makes a real hack. Watch this. You're gonna shit your pants. But watch this. There's a normal mode and there's a hard mode of this hack even. Like, this is crazy, but he made his own hack. Now we made like a legitimate non-ripping off hack, and that's what this is. There is a normal and a hard mode. I would say play the normal mode, and then play the hard mode and password to the Proto stages, and go from there and play Wily 2 and play that on hard mode and have fun. But that's not required, and I don't include that in the rankings really, but. So there's lots of graphical changes. It's mostly a stage hack. For example, Snowman Stage looks exactly like DuckTales the Moon. Flip Top gives you letters in this one. Mega Man grabs his arm when shooting. There's a lot of cheap level design in this one, but I mean it's not terrible. It's honestly pretty fun. The first letter has a rock. Oh yeah. Right away in Snowman Stage, you get to see some dick. Level design, but that's okay. Starman's a little bit of BS because the shield shoots super fast, but whatever. It's hard not to take damage in the first section of Gyroman Stage, but you can damage boost through it, so you'll be alright. Getting the letter Napalm Man is stupid too. This review, by the way, is based on the hard mode. The normal mode is just easy, and it's just too easy. The only legit stage out of the four so far is Crystal Man. It really says, and it's good and challenging. Gravity Man stage is pretty easy too. Stoneman's a lot of good ideas with bad execution. Charge Man's fight is fun in this. It's just the stage isn't really that good. The entire game, alright, quote. This entire game is shit falling from the ceiling, the video game, featuring shit coming out of the ground. This entire game is shit falling from the ceiling, the video game, featuring shit coming out of the ground, which is very accurate for hard mode and for normal mode, but it's more noticeable in hard mode. And there's a cool little Kaizo block puzzle in Proto 1 that was a good idea. The Dark Robot 3's got a little bit of a different pattern, and Knuckles, exactly, and Knuckles. Anyway, It's fun. It's good to see some unique ideas. It's not just copycat lasagna shit like most of this stuff. So, and there's a hard mode if you really want to challenge yourself. So, give this one, give it a shot. Oh, I do need to say, because it might come up, this game, I don't want to say it rips off completely 100% a stage from Overload. Overload in this, Overload 3, I think it is the Mega Man 5 one. It rips it off 100%, but I think Ridley X was friends with Guitar Simon, who was the guy that made the stage that got ripped off, and he died, so I think that's what the deal was with that he was doing a tribute to his friend or something, so... And I talked with Azoma about it, and he didn't really seem to care when I said something to him about it, so... I am not gonna hold any grudges over that, so... yeah, anyway, that's a little side note for everybody. Yes, there's nothing worse than having to switch the coil. Having to press start, ruin the flow of the game. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. I thought I was dead. Like, super dead there. Alright, we're dead. Alright, so that's Ridley X normal game thing. Alright, so next we have another Chico hack. There's a fucking ton of Chico hacks, so what's gonna happen to us? We got Cray 4, which is the 18th ranked out of 34 Mega Man 5 hacks. 8 robots in this hack is honestly some of my favorite Mega Man ROM hack work that Chico's ever done. And back in the day, I have a YouTube channel, which you guys may or may not have seen, and I have an old video from like 10 years ago or something, where I say that this is the best Mega Man 5 hack without a... the best Mega Man 5 hack that without a brand new soundtrack. And I don't agree with that, but I think that 8 robots in this game is very good. Like, the gimmick in every stage is done well. The robot fights are hard and challenging and different. Chico put a lot of effort in this hack, it feels like. The Waveman fight is one of the best Waveman fights in any hack. It's really hard. You gotta get a good pattern in order to do it. Charge Man stage is really hard, but it's really fulfilling once you do it. Super Arrow does make it easier. The boss weaknesses in the game are different. Some of the weapons are slightly different and faster, mostly, I guess. Yeah, so once you get to Proto Castle, it's just pits with 0 warning and bad level design throughout the whole thing, and it's pretty forgettable. Honestly, I would say play 8 robots of this game. Quickly, yes, thank you, Kuja Killer. Yeah, that is a quick little link to my YouTube channel right there. Ultra Mega Blob Man is my name on there, because I like to make things extra confusing when people try to look me up, I guess. Play 8 robots of this. Like, if I was only going by 8 robots, this would be a B+ tier, but it really takes a nosedive in the later ones. The level design is hard and punishing and all that stuff. There's a spike drop. There's all kinds of stuff that people don't like because it's too hard and stuff. But if you like hard, challenging stuff, 8 robots in Cray 4 is about as good as it gets. From Chico, at least, in a lot of ways. Alright. So, we'll play a little bit of this. Oh, dude, it's got Pizza Man, too. It's got Pizza Man. Let's fucking go, Pizza Man. Alright, this part's hard right here. Yep. Because it's gonna kill you. Okay, so I mean, this is typical Chico, you know, it looks ugly as sin, but... Like I like the graphics of this game. Look at this stage. Look at how this looks. This is art, ladies and gentlemen. I know people don't like Chico, but like this game right here, this is artwork. It's a good game. It's just too bad that the late game of this game sucks. Oh yeah, you can't kill this thing. Yeah, there's lots of, hey, you can't kill this enemy because it's Chico, but whatever. Yeah, I remember this part. Alright, well, that's it. Died to the thing I remembered. Alright. So anyway, I like that game. I like that one a lot. It's just too bad that it sucks after 8 robots. And speaking of sucks after 8 robots, not really, but speaking of Chico, this is the last hack of C+ tier, and it is another Chico hack. This is the 17th Mega Man 5 hack out of 34, and that is Luckyman 3. Now, what makes Luckyman 3 that much better than the other Luckyman games is that, other than Mame Hook Stage, which is an absolute nightmare and it's hard, but it's a fun stage though. It is, even though it's impossible and it might take you an hour or two to beat. It's a lot of fun. There's just not as much bullshit in Luckyman 3. The enemies don't take as much damage. They don't deal as much damage to you. It's more, a lot of the stuff's more forgivable. It's harder to farm E-tanks in Luckyman 3 versus 2. And also 1, but it's not like that they're not there either. Let's see, where is it at? That was just me riffing a little bit. This game has the music stolen from Wily's Dream Space with a big gaping smile on his face, bad graphics. Keep the charge shot, air slide, select to swap weapons. Snowman Stage is pretty good, boss isn't too tough either. But the problem is that stage is impossible. Mame Hook Stage, good luck. A lot of the puzzles and solutions in order to advance and to get the E-tanks does require you to take damage, unless there's a frame-perfect setup that I missed. Not for the E-tank, you gotta take damage there, though. Gyroman Stage is hard, but it's really well designed, honestly. You can do a lot of the sections damageless if you want to spend like 3 minutes doing it, but it's possible. Boss fight's good. Napalm Man Stage is really hard, but it's well designed again. Game's got a lot of multiple paths that you can take, so you don't have to necessarily try one thing. You can get one thing. Napalm Man, the boss is pretty easy. Snowman Stage is good. The boss is kind of BS though. It's a lot of RNG based. If you stay close to him, you can get him to do the small happy stone jumps, and just hope he doesn't do the big jump. It's 4 hits and you're dead, which is tough. It's one of the harder things in the game, but Charge Man Stage, easy, actually easy. Boss, not tough. I'd recommend honestly that you do the stage first, because then you get the air slide to where like you get to keep the iframes in the air while you slide with charge kick. Because main hook stage is really hard, so uh, having super arrow, it's nice to have in this game, but getting some other things beforehand isn't. I don't know. You'll see. Um, Wave Man stage is easy until the minecart section, aka the jet ski, but it's not as bad as Lucky Man 2, but it can still go F itself in its face. Wave Man is pretty easy. He can't handle the AI, and a lot of these bosses can't handle the AI of the air slide, or the AI can't handle the air slide because it's not used to that. It's not programmed for that. This game has been delightful for the most part, other than main hook stage being impossible and a couple other dumb things. The game gets progressively harder, and there's a weird glitch getting in the way to rush to super road across the pathway from a higher level. I'm not sure what I'm talking about there. There's hidden ladders and hidden ways to advance the stages in the Proto and Wily areas, but I mean, you just it's not that hard. I mean, you've played a hack before. You know that they might have invisible ladders at the end of a section, so just find it and you'll be okay. The part with all the watery looking stuff, that area is the one with the hidden thing. I think that section is fun to figure out, but it might not be your cup of tea. Honestly, Proto 3 is one of the better Proto 3 stages in a lot of the Mega Man hacks. And a Proto 4 boss is easy peasy. Wily 1 not that bad, except Big Pets does take 28 shots from Buster, and I don't know if there's a lot of other ways to beat it. Wily 2 also feels good. Chico clearly put some effort into this game, honestly. Something interesting though is you can't use Water Wave if you're facing left. Which you'll realize is important once you get to the real reason why this game is C+ tier, which is the final boss. And the weakness is Water Wave, which you can't use when you're facing left. And you use Water Wave against Capsule in that game. Have fun with that shit. So, if it wasn't for that fight, honestly, I feel that this might almost be B tier, but nope. Final boss being as dumb as it is a little bit of a cap in the back, if you will. So let's play a little bit of Luckyman 3. I'll show you guys main hook stage, yeah, just because I'll die really quickly. But this stage will take you hours and hours to beat if you don't use save states. It's hard. It's hard, man. Like this is one of those stages that's kind of what nightmares are made of. Dude, I didn't die there. Let's fucking go. Dude, I didn't die. 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 Let's fucking go. I didn't die there. I died there, though. Alright, so a lot of corner jumps, a lot of dumb shit, a lot of things you're not going to want to do because people are lazy and don't want to play Mega Man and play hard stuff. But Luckyman 3 is kind of a hidden gem in some ways, because it's really good, but it's really hard, and most people aren't going to play it because it's a Lucky Man game, because it's so hard, and because Lucky Man 1 is stupid, and because Lucky Man 2 is stupid. Even though Lucky Man 1 isn't as stupid as Lucky Man 2, or really, honestly, that stupid, so. Alright, I'm going to take like a 2 to 3 minute break, because I need a new beer, and I gotta pee. And we're about halfway here, and I've been doing this list for like 2 hours now, so give me like 2 to 3 minutes, and I will be back. We'll get a song. You know what? We'll do that song. How does that sound? We'll go back to that stage, and you can listen to that one for a minute. All right, I'll be back in a second. Alright, I'm back. I mean, I have beaten every hack without cheating, no save states, none of that stuff. Kumba, there's at least 3 hacks I can think of that Kumba hasn't beaten legit. 2 of them are Mega Man 1 hacks, and 1 of them is a Mega Man 3 hack. But, that being said, whatever. Yes, Kumba has beaten pretty much every hack. Whether or not he's used save states or hex editor is a whole other story, but yeah, he's beaten them. I haven't cheated. Anyway, so we're moving on to B tier. So, this is where stuff starts getting a little bit better, huh? You think? But guess what? We got some more Chico. Not right now, though, I don't think. Wouldn't that be hilarious, though? It'd be hilarious if it was just more Chico. It is more Chico. How about that? Alright, so at number 16 we have Darkness of Shao World. This is by Chico. It's the 16th hack, 16th ranked hack out of 34. for the Mega Man 5 hacks. This is most people's, like, if you look places, a lot of people think this is Chico's best hack, and while I think it's a good hack, it's not Chico's. It's not even his best hack on this tier. Not even the best hack in Mega Man 5. So, let's see here. Darkness, a Shaow world. Where are we at here? I went too far. Whoops. Darkness, Shaow world. There we go. Alright. So anyway. So, Darkness of Shaow Worlds by Chico. This is a Chico hack, so it's difficult, clearly. This game borrows the soundtrack from various other Mega Man hacks. It's a mashup of other soundtrack, which is a neat idea, but there might be some original remixes that Chico does. I don't really know. I don't know. I've never heard Bubble Crab's theme done, which this hack does. So, that's cool. It likes to abuse the sprite limit on screen, that's another Chico staple. Enemies do more damage than normal game, but it's also reasonable. Like 3 charge shots to kill an enemy instead of 1, and they're usually the bigger, tougher enemies. It's got some cheap deaths overall, but I mean, the overall design is not asshole. Like it's good. Gyroman Stage is a good example of it being good design instead of just being a jerk. Some of the enemies' behavior has been changed too. The Met shot pattern and the flying rocket stuff, that's been changed. The game has you riding around on the little rolly enemies and the spinning spike head enemies as well, and it's got good puzzles with that. I know that's not Chico's original work, but he made puzzles based around them that are cool. I have mostly nice things to say about this hack, and then you get to Crystal Man. He's even more impossible than the last hack. And if you don't get a good pattern, you'll basically be stuck there forever, unless if you're using weapons and E-tanks and stuff. Well, I'm not sure if there's E-tanks in this hack. Yeah, so apparently it took me 12 attempts to beat him Buster only, and on this particular playthrough. I'm not sure how many it took last time. Gravity Man's music is Everlong by the Foo Fighters. And I'm not sure if I've ever heard anyone else do that. I think Chico may have originally hacked the Foo Fighters music into that, which is cool. There's some real world music in Mega Man 5, because later we're gonna hear about a Bon Jovi song being in a Mega Man 5 hack as well. And Metropolis has got a real song in it as well. Yeah, Charge Man Stage ruins a lot of this hack being higher ranked. It's got a lot of invisible everything, ladders, platforms, spikes. 8 stages that don't really give you a clue where they're at. Like if an enemy's there, they can kind of tell you where the invisibleness is. Okay, whatever. I don't like it, but whatever. It's not that bad. Overall, I think this hack is overrated for Chico, honestly, but it's a B hack. It's good. It's just not. It's not fantastic. Honestly, my B tier would probably be a lot of other people's C or C+ tier, because I grade a little bit lighter than a lot of other people do when it comes to the middle range. So, there's a cool. So Big Pets' weakness is the super arrow, and of course the next stage there's a puzzle that requires you to use super arrow, and that's the only way that you can solve it. So Chico is a dick in the end of it, but it's still fun, and yeah, good hack, fun times. All right, let's play some Darkness of Shaow World. Oh yeah, this song, except not this remix. I tried to air slide, 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 I tried to air slide. I tried to air slide, 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 I tried to air slide. God damn it. Tried to air slide, guys, okay? Alright, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, I was trying to, you know, I was trying to be good at video games like my buddy Casual Con, okay? Is there an airslide version? No, there is not. You can make one yourself, like I did with applying patches and stuff, but there is not one for this hack. I tried to airslide, and because I'm stupid, not because it was a good idea to do. Alright, so I died miserably and I failed. So anyway, that's Darkness of Shadow World. It's the people's choice for best Chico hack, other than probably God or Luckyman 4. But you know, it's the people's choice for best Chico hack. Speaking of the people's choice for the best Chico hack, let's move on to number 15. Because this is not the people's choice for best Chico hack, but it is, again, another Chico hack. This is Dude Wily's Last. I think this was the first Chico hack that I played on stream, maybe. Or at least the first Mega Man 5 Chico hack that I played. So it's been a while since I played this one versus some of the other ones. But I like this one. It's got some clever level design and stuff. New soundtrack, new background, Starman. Let's just get this out of the way. Let's get this out of the way. Starman is actually an Earthbound graphic. Oh, this is ironic. Side note. Can't tell you how many times in the first stage, I kept trying to double jump and fell into a pit because I'm dumb. Because if you don't know alphabet, double jumper comes before. Here, let's see actually. Double jumper comes before it. So when I was reviewing this, I did double jumper before I did Dude and Wily's Gate. So the fact that I tried to air slide there and I fucked up, and then I read that thing where it said that I tried to double jump and the other thing, it's one of those things where life is actually just a giant program in the Matrix. Everything is interlinked and all that stuff, and then the blanket inside the blanket and all those things. Anyway, so asshole game design here, that's promising. 101 with the arrow that points down and you die. So Chico is trying to trick you here, which is cool. I don't mind that. There's a lot. This game, this review says there's lots of cheap level design, but it's funny. Because, like, you'll never do it right the first time. Like, Chico tricks you a lot in this, which is very Kaizo. Like, it's rearranged, it makes you think about stuff. Chico will trick you in this hack, and people are pissed. Oh, that's not how it's supposed to go. Like, there's a lot of like, he will set your expectations up, and then he will subvert them and make you do something else. That is like, the name of the game of this hack, which is... It's not for everybody, but I think that it is clever. So Gyroman Stage is one of the better stages in this game. The bosses are very, very similar to what's DOS? Darkness of Shadow World. Very similar to Darkness of Shadow World. In their design, but they're like a little different. The music seems like copycat lasagna, as typical. Crystal Man feels about the same as the boss, but slower. But the projectiles are faster. Crystal Man himself is slower, but the projectile is faster than in Darkness of Shadow World. It's still really frustrating to do no Buster only, no tank, but you can do it. The Snowman Stage feels very, very much the same as another previous design to some of Chico's stuff. There might be some Chico borrowing from this hack and putting in other hacks, or other hacks putting in this one to fit it in, but it is more of the good stuff that Chico gives you than the bad stuff that Chico gives you in this one. Snowman Stage is really the only bad one as far as the stages. There's different music in each Proto stage, which is interesting. That doesn't happen very often. He literally does steal puzzles from Protoman from other hacks, but Chico isn't going to steal bad ideas, is he? He's going to steal the good ideas when he reuses them. So there's a cool splash room image in there too. There's a rewarding but frustrating rush jet puzzle as well. But this game is kind of overall, it deserves a B. Like, if you're a teacher and you were to give this a C, the student will come up to you and he'd be like, dude, what the fuck? Why did you give me a C? This paper, it does it, like, Chico would come up to you and he would be like, why did you give this a C? This is clearly B+ work. And you're like, I don't know about a B+, but I'll give you a B because you're right. I missed that and I didn't understand that was what you were going for there. Now it makes more sense. You know, I'll go home and I'll read it again. And then you go home and you read it and you're like, oh, yeah, okay, sure, yeah, I'll give this guy a B so that way he doesn't bug me and he doesn't take the class again. So, it's a lot of what this game is. So, alright, so let's play a little bit of some Dude Wily's Last. Is Chico still around? No. People talked so much shit about Chico, he quit. Everybody was like, fuck that guy, I hope he, like, kills himself, and then he doesn't do anything anymore because people are mean and they picked on Chico too much. Chico is the real victim of the story, which is why I like to play his hacks as a tribute to a guy that made fucking like 30 ROM hacks over the course of like 4 years. I'm not sure if all of that is 100% true, but I know all these guys fucking bullied the shit out of Chico. We got a Chico bully in chat right now. We got the OG Chico bully here. I'm messing around. I'm just having a little bit of fun. I understand why it is that legitimate ROM hackers don't like Chico. I get it. I do get it. Alright, so that's Dude Wily's Last. So there's a ladder that you can climb up there. Yeah. Cell phone, pay money kind of stuff. I figured that Chico was like a doctor or something. No, nobody turns out ROM hacks like that. Currently, Timaeus has a Mega Man 1 and a Mega Man 2 hack that's coming out. There's a Mega Man 2 hack that somebody from China is working on. There's a Mega Man 3 hack that is coming out as well. There's only like 4 hacks that I know of that are coming out. So, anyway, we are going to move on to the next hack, which if I could find my rankings list, I'd tell you what it was. The next one is ranked number 14. And it is not Chico, it is Anastune. What's that? Indonesian tour. Now, the interesting thing about this is I'm calling this a B hack, and Anastune actually asked and requested this hack gets removed from his server because he's embarrassed by it. And I had this as the 14th best Mega Man 5 hack. So that should let you know the quality of hacks before this are not necessarily that great, which is why they are B tier and under, right? Because this guy asked for this hack to get removed, but this is still a B and it's still better than the previous hacks. So just keep that in mind for what a B actually would be for a hack, which would be something like that, okay? So, what made Chico Hack so special? Uh, he just he was a whiz and understood how to make hacks, how to import graphics, and how to do stuff. Chico was probably like a teenager or something. He probably had a lot of time on his hand and was just a whiz and liked Mega Man and wanted to make a ton of hacks and understood how to make new graphics. And he probably didn't spend a lot of time making the graphics, but he knew how to make the MS Paint and stuff like that. Wait, what? Anyway, so we got the 14th ranked Mega Man 5 hack B tier Indonesian tour. This is by an S tune. Difficulty, I mean, not really. This is the first of the Indonesian hacks. This is the first of the Mega Man 5 ones. There's another one that'll be coming up later that is excellent. There's a lot of new backgrounds, unusual life bars that you see in some hacks that you get. Going back to this game, you can really see how much this hacker has improved, but it's still got some neat ideas and some good stuff. Enemy music, weapons, bosses are the same, but it's got a lot of different paths that lead to E-tanks, M-tanks, letters. Weaknesses have been changed. Level design is a lot different than Mega Man 5. It's not hard. It's well thought out. This stage has one of the best gravity gimmicks in any stage out of a lot of them, and it trumps a lot of the lesser Mega Man hacks. Like this Gravity Man stage kicks ass. You guys should check it out. Still Man has blocks that are modified of the ones you can shoot disappear. The Protoman stages are super good. A lot of hackers they will have a really good 8 robots and they'll phone it in. The Proto stages in this hack are well thought out, and they're some of the best ones to this point as well. The overall game experience, it's really fun. But the problem is that the Wily stages are not good. Like this hack might be, it's like B plus A tier, and then the Wily stages hit, and it's just it's not any good. And when you die in Wily 1, your respawn point is instant death, which forces the game over. Like you just die and then you die and then it's just over with. Wily 2's got a good puzzle at the end of it that involves the gravity, which is fun, but after that, Wily 3 and Wily 4 are just copycat lasagna. It's a shame because this had potential, but I mean clearly the hacker didn't care to they did what they could, and then they don't want you to play it. So, but it's good. It's a B hack. So let's play a little bit of it real quick. Copycat lasagna, yeah, dude. What's up, Robert Douglas? How are you doing? I said Gravity was a good stage, so let's check out some Gravity. I'm guessing we're probably not going to get to Super Mario RPG, in case people really wanted to... In case you are watching this stream to watch the progress in Super Mario RPG, you know what? Fuck that. We're going to play some Super Mario RPG tonight. We're at least going to do the boss fight that I'm on. I picked the shittiest goddamn stage. Alright, let's try again. I picked the one that has the stupid gravity thing where you gotta go across and then you gotta go and then it spikes, and I hate that stuff. Oh yeah, Indonesian artifact, we'll get to that later. So you need to have Rush Jet in order to experience the greatness that was the gravity section. Everything after that. And no asphalt pit rocket guy. Hell yeah. sweet. He has a little block there because I'm guessing that initially that's probably frame perfect to make that without that block there. Maybe you can, so that's the real reason why it's there. Well, I must have killed. I'm killing. Oh, the blocks. Yes, the blocks. The blocks. Yes, the blocks. Wait, what? I missed what it sets. Got a great one. Oh yeah, Last comes out with the Mega Man hack Mega Man 6 hack about every year, and they're usually, I mean, Wonderlaw isn't the greatest hack I've ever played, but it is super fun to, yeah, like, I look forward to the next time that I'll get the chance to play, Wonderlaw. Whenever I do the next Buster Only marathon, I'm going to do Wonderlaw as the Mega Man 6 representative, I'm pretty sure. Alright, so that's Indonesian Tour, and that is the last of the B tier hacks. So we need to move on to the B plus tier, and I think we got a celebrity in chat. We got a celebrity in chat, guys, because we got the maker of the 13th best Mega Man 5 hack in chat right here in Cousin Catnip. Right there. That Cousin Catnip. Cousin Catnip made the 13th best Mega Man 5 hack, a B tier hack. Cousin Catnip made it, of course. No freaking way it's 13. I mean, hey man, that's where it's at. As far as Mega Man 5 hacks, oh yeah. Yeah, it's there's some more hacks that are coming up that are good and excellent, and that are good and excellent. So anyway, so yeah, we got AV. Catnip, first of all, thank you very much for making that hack. Actually, here, hold on. What are we doing here? Oh, wait, I can just do that, can't I? It won't let me do it. What the fuck? All right. Anyway, we'll come back. Anyway, so Cousin Catnip, thank you for making the game. That kicks ass. I had fun being a part of the lore. I am literally Dr. Wily in the game. Cousin Catnip changes the text and the story of the game, changes the charge shot. He does all kinds of stuff. I'm trying to find my damn review of your game, and it's impossible for me to find it. Really neat ideas implemented. The charge shot idea. There's a lot of spikes and a lot of cheap deaths and stuff that can happen into it. It feels like a Chico hack, but not in a bad way. It feels like a Chico hack in like the way that the game challenges you with Kaizo-like situations. I like the 300 mode a lot. Honestly, if I were to replay it, I would probably play the 300 mode. The bosses, other than the broken ones, are quite challenging and inventive, and there's some unique ideas. Like I said, the charge shot bouncing is something that I haven't seen that in any of the other hacks. I think that if you were to work on this, it would be cool to see 300 mode be the focus and for you to speed and buff up the enemies and those things. But charge shot is annoying to figure out how it works, kind of, but it's also honestly like the best strength of the game in a lot of ways. All the Robot Master stages they're redone in a way that goes for like the level design for what you're going for, which is really good. And yeah, definitely recommend that. So let's I got 300 right here, so let's play it. Let's go Snowman. He's a thick boy. Now clearly, if my list was rigged, I would probably have this game higher, since I am literally a character in this game. So I would like to point that out, because I think that the fact that fuck this game, fuck you Catnip, fuck this game sucks, I'm out. Peace. Bullshit. Fuck you. We're done. Alright, we'll play a little bit more of that real quick. I think the fact that I that's my most reviews one. Yeah, probably. I ran into the enemy and I died. This is an F. I think that the fact that I give Chico a shot is one of the best parts about my reviews, because I'm not just like, Chico is a thief and an asshole. F tier, which is what a lot of people do. Alright, fuck you. Anyway. Alright, so that is AV. You should play it. Play 300 mode. That's play the most updated version of it. Alright, so the next one is a Chico hack, if you can believe it. This is the 12th ranked Mega Man 5 hack. It is Luckyman 5, which is the second easiest, or maybe even the easiest, Mega Man 5 hack. You'll see how I have it labeled as easier here. And that's for a reason, because it is much, much easier and a much more enjoyable game because it's easier. And that's not something I say a lot. Like I said with Luckyman 2, I don't say this game is too hard very often, but, excuse me, this Luckyman 5 being a lot easier than the previous games is good thing. Good thing for sure. Alright, so that, yeah, we did it. Alright. Where is Luckyman 5? So it's got all the modifications of all the other ones, except I guess you don't charge while you're sliding in this one. So the other games, when you're sliding, you are able to charge, but in this one, you do not. I'm not sure where the soundtrack comes from this one. It's probably just Chico stealing again, but Starman Stage, very playable. Boss is playable. Gyroman Stage is really hard and kind of poor designed. There's a gap with dripping enemies and a pit rocket collide, and that's kind of tough, but it's Chico. You'll get over it. It's fine. Gyroman's fight is hard for a lot of reasons. The background is flashing, so it's hard to focus, and he warps, and it's hard. I'm not gonna lie, this Gyroman fight is one of the worst and stupidest fights that you're gonna have, and it's one of the arguments against this being a B+. But I would say that if this Gyroman fight wasn't in the game, this would be an A-ranked hack, probably, honestly. So, you need to pray for good RNG if you're gonna try and beat it Buster only. The weaknesses, Power Stone, by the way, and if I remember the weakness, and it's not because I speedran it, there's a reason. Let me just say that. So Napalm Man stage is super easy, except for the asteroid Mets that fly a billion miles an hour at you, but whatever. Crystal Man stage is pretty easy, pretty fun. Boss is difficult, but whatever. I mean, Gravity Man stage is fun and easy, and it's got a decently challenging boss fight. It's a pretty different take on Gravity Man. The same pattern and the speed of the boss, but the bullets move slowly and they take up a lot of area, and you gotta navigate through it, which is cool. Snowman Stage is a lot of sledding platforms and uphill rockets, which is not very fun because kind of how to go to code. Okay, alright, that's not for me. So yeah, Charge Man State's got a lot of really tight windows, but it's got really tight, fun, good platforming in the stage. Charge Man still can't handle the air slide. So if you're over Charge Man and you slide, you jump over him and then you slide back the other way and you just charge your shot and shoot him. Charge Man, you can beat every Charge Man except for Lucky Man 2's Charge Man with that strategy. It absolutely blows his mind and he can't handle it. Wave Band Jet Ski section isn't that hard. This game is a lot easier, but again, fuck Gyroman. And, yeah. Protoman 2 stage seems like it's impossible, but it is finishable. You just gotta find the ladder, I promise. It's there. Proto 3's got a cool little rush jet puzzle. It's a fun stage no matter how you want to slice it. The Wily stage, Wily 1's not that great, but Wily 2 is fun and easy. Spoiler for the Wily 2 boss, just jump when you cross the gate, because you're probably going to fall in and die and stuff. Yeah, play this one. Like there's a lot of difficulty spikes throughout this game because it's a Luckyman game and it's Chico, but I think that Chico spent a lot of work on the first 5 Luckyman games, trying to make them different and trying to make them feel good, and he nailed this one because he fucked up on Luckyman 6, which I'm glad that he didn't finish. But Luckyman 5 is the second best Luckyman game, but I think it's the best one because of what Chico intended to do. So, alright, so let's play some Luckyman 5. Mame Gator. Mame Gator. I mean, look at that. Look at that enemy right there, just spamming shit at you. Doesn't hurt you. I'm guessing that those things right there are probably spikes, but maybe not, I don't know. Dude, look, that's Big Chungus. That is a conquered Big Chungus right there. I'm damage boosting because I'm not going to play this all day. I'm probably not going to play this very long. Probably got to kill all this stuff and stuff, whatever. We're dead, yeah. Alright, so play that game. Like, clearly you can play that. It's not that hard. It's a great game. Luckyman 5, play it. Would an air slide be basically the same as a slide jump distance-wise? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. The way that you can do it, and the way your trajectory and all that shit. Chico tier. Yeah, Chico tier, exactly. What's up, Nublar? Alright, so we are moving away from the B+ tier, and we're getting to the really good stuff. We are moving on to the A tier. And that means we're getting to the number... Yeah, Chico's made pretty much every tier so far, that is true. And that's probably going to be something we're going to experience again at some point. So, hack number 11 out of 34 is Overload 3. This is by Azoma. It's the 11th out of 34. Here, hold on a second. There's an echo. Saying clear of social media. Oh, April Fools. Oh shit. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Everybody be careful. Everybody else is gonna have a joke list that's gonna come out soon. So be careful of that. If their name is Buttba, it's gonna be a joke list. So Overload 3 is by Azoma LP and Guitarist Simon. and it is the 11th ranked hack out of 34 difficulty. Yeah, this game is tough. It's tough for all the right reasons, though. What's up, LSM? Welcome, 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 welcome. We're on the 8th tier now, so this is where we're gonna get to the nitty gritty of it. What was it again? Which hack was that? I forgot. Overload. That's right, overload. Overload, 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 overload. There we go. Alright, so this game is mostly level hacked. First stage, Starman, they make you the super arrow to get the letter, which makes you have to return after you complete it. Stupid, but what isn't stupid is the rest of the level after the letter. The use of rush coil in this stage, and what a great level. What a neat boss using the gravity gimmick with no space physics. Napalm Man stage is pretty good too. Crystal Man stage is good, but getting the letter is tedious. Also, though the bosses are the same, the weaknesses have changed. Okay, so Gravity Man stage is the one that we're going to do with the demo here, because this Gravity Man stage in Overload 3 is like, it's a tribute stage, so you can say I'm being a little hypocritical, but it's a tribute to VVVVVV, and it uses the vertical and horizontal lines to make you flip gravity, and it's not that challenging, but it's so good, it's so smart, and the boss fight is really cool. It wouldn't be fair to not mention about how the fact that you got switched to arc coil constantly, but given that a few puzzles in this require the switch, it's not nearly as big of a deal in previous hacks. Snowman Stage is a bit of overkill, and so is Crystal as far as having to constantly switch to arc coil, but whatever. Charge Man Stage has got a lot of kill the enemy really hard. What the hell is I even say? Where you must take damage. Oh, you gotta take damage to pass through a spike slide, and that, which isn't usually a zone slide, but you know. That's like something 5. Oh right, you can't slide jump out of water, which is not fixed in this hack, which creates a problem in certain areas. Proto 1 is okay, but Proto 2 is really good. Like that's the stage that Ridley X ripped off earlier in Ridley X5. The one that Guitar Simon did, and it's such a good stage. But the best non-totally changed Proto 4 stage is this one. Like as far as a stage that for Proto 4 that wasn't remapped or completely redone, so you don't have to do the block stuff. This one is the most clever, and the one that I would recommend that you give a shot to, because Overload 3 is probably the best of the basic level hacks that exist. If it's not the best, then it's up there for sure. So Wily 2 brings back Waveman jet ski enemies in normal combat, which is cool. I always like it when the jet ski enemies are in the normal combat areas. So. Yeah, it uses the gravity. The Proto 4 stage that I was talking about, that was so great. Just play this game, dude. Just do it. Overload 3 is a just play it, dude, kind of a game. Alright, gravity, so you can see this awesome stage. And upon looking further, this is, as I was saying, this is the best of the basic level gravity. This is the best of the vanilla stage hacks for Mega Man 5. Overload 2 is a Mega Man 4 hack, which is quite good. And Overload number 1 is a Mega Man 2 hack, which is not as good, but it's still a good hack. You can't swap with select, which kind of sucks because you gotta change all the time. Yeah, those are some good ones. Just play it, dude. Dude, you play it, dude. You just, dude. Wow. I mean, look how clever this shit is with the level design and the gravity switches and stuff. It's about to get better, though. Shit. Alright, so I don't want to spoil the rest of that stage, but play it. Great game. Alright, so let's move on to number 10, which is Second Strike, and specifically I would say that the Protoman mode is what I'm talking about. Overload 2 is Mega Man 4. Overload 1 is Mega Man 2. Alright, so this is the 10th ranked Mega Man 5 hack out of 34. The author is Methy, and this game is not very difficult, honestly, but it's still super good. It's fun. It's the 10th ranked one, so, you know, it's doing something right. Let's see here. Second Strike. Second Strike. Where is Second Strike at? Looking for Second Strike, and I can't find Second Strike. I thought I had notes for it, don't I? There we go. Alright. So, I'm playing the Protoman version. There's 4 stages in, and I'm a little disappointed. Crystal Man stage and the fight are easily the highlights so far. Star, Gyro, and Napalm are kind of boring, honestly, but the fights and like the overall flow of like the boss fights and the stages is good. But it's not boring like in Ridley X5, but like for a hack that's supposed to be as polished as this one, some of that stuff is kind of boring. But Gravity Man stages saves this game. And Stone Man's the Stone Man stage has 2 paths. One of them goes a little lighter, and the other one does not. So good luck. Charge Man also has the 2-path thing going on for him, and standing charge shots do not hit the chickens if you're playing as Protoman. So just a warning. You also do charge a shot while you're sliding. And the Waveman fight is really good, and it's a really good idea, and it's an original idea that I've never seen any other hacks do for Mega Man 5, so that's cool. The Dark 2 stage is really neat, and the boss is really good as well. Dark 3 was also pretty good too. Dark 4's Dark fight was dark, and that's supposed to be a funny joke, if you know what I'm talking about. You'll know what I'm talking about if you played it. I approve of the Power Stone weapon in this game as well. Wily's first form is honestly easier than vanilla, but that's okay. It sounded like I kind of trashed this hack in my review, but on my most recent playthrough of this game, I was very impressed, and I think that having the ability to get the extra damage and all that stuff in the play mode as Protoman, and the bosses are different and all that stuff, it's just it's a very quality hack, and it deserves the ranking that it is receiving here, which is the A ranking in the 10th best one. And let's play it a little bit. You can increase your damage and all that stuff too. Yeah, let's take this path. Like I was saying, you can take multiple paths in this game, which is super cool, right? Like, this is... You get to the same point, so it's not like you're going there and then, you know, you have to backtrack, or you get an item, like in Mega Man 4, like you get like a balloon and then you get pushed back, or you go forwards or something, you know? In this game, you get to play a different path, which adds the replay value, which is really cool, right? I agree. Thank you for saying that, Rob. No problem, Rob. Exactly. Now look at this cat. That's a cat. And we don't have to attack it. See, you don't have to attack the cats. Best game of all time. Also, you can only have 2 bullets on screen, which is canonically correct. I know, Pog is fucked, right? Like, it's the most Poggish shit that's ever been Pogged, in my opinion. Pogging. In the Mega Man 5, fucking iframe bullshit happens there too. They didn't fix that, which is unfortunate. I got pulled by the tiger. Yeah, the knockback is pretty insane, isn't it? That is facts. With an X. But I mean, that's correct for what they did in Mega Man 9, so... Yeah, multi-paths are cool. You know what's interesting, Kuja Killer? You know who the person is that I know of, at least, that did the first multi-path in Mega Man 3? I'm sure he stole it from somebody, but, I think Cray 3 has a multi-path. And you have to have, you have to have, Snowman. You have to have Hardman. Sorry, it's hard to play Mega Man and talk and drink at the same time, so yeah, this boss is different, so it's worth fighting, right? I agree. Ouch. I didn't get the charge? Bullshit. That's a Chico one, isn't it? Second Strike? Or whatever I was just talking about before I was done talking. No. Alright, so that's Second Strike, Protoman edition. Alright, no, not Chico. Alright, so we are moving on to the next hack, which is number 9. And this is EX. So this is the last of the A-tier hacks, and this is by AYCNN and the Cray 3. Cray 3. Yeah, Cray 3 is definitely Chico, yeah. So this is by AYCNN, and it is the 9th ranked hack. Is it difficult? Yeah, this game is pretty tough, honestly. So the bosses are quite a bit, or not quite a bit. The bosses are a little bit different, but everything else seems to be mostly the same, other than coloring. Snowman Stage starts out using the Proto 3 block train at the start of the stage, but it's in gravity, which is a really neat idea. There's a lot of cool moving assets around. The stage is different. The boss fight is easy. A lot of charge shots don't go through the enemies unless they are 1 damage enemies. I like this gyro stage. It does a lot of cool things with flying platforms and the spinning go movo platform, enemy spike placement stuff going on. The boss fight is quick with the verticality as well. So like it's a good gyro fight. There's a neat puzzle to get the letter in Napalm Man stage, although I guess I just damage boost through it, but it's a cool idea. It's a nicely done stage as well. Crystal Man stage is good. It's got the Starman platform section before the boss door. And it's got a little floor buffer enemy and school droppers as the primary enemies in the area. It feels really good, but there's probably too many of the crystal dropping sections, but it is forgivable because it's Crystal Man stage. So it's not Chico Hack tough, but it's definitely tough. Yeah, this game also has the flipping gravity section where you gotta like time it, where you go up and down and flip the gravity, and if you mess up, you die by going either up the screen and dying or down the screen and dying, which sucks. And I don't really like that stuff. But a little side note: you do not lose super arrow ammo when you ride on it, which makes it really easy. My least favorite part about this game so far is having to wait forever to climb the ladder on Charge Man stage, which you'll know what I'm talking about when you play it. Wave Man stage isn't that good, but that's alright. Overall, the EX games provide a lot of really good challenge and good but not overly reimagined bosses. The Proto stages in this hack and EX are very good, and that's part of why this is over the Second Strike games. It's fun. Now, the worst part about this game is that there's 2 Crusher sections, and Wily 1 drags this game down the tubes. But apparently there's not a big pets fight in this hack, which is an interesting idea. But I think that this hack had a lot of potential to be better than an A tier hack. It probably could have honestly been ahead of the next game that we have on here, but there's something about this hack that's not as strong as like EX Mega Man 6, but it's still a fantastic hack that you should play. So let's play a little bit of it real quick. I knew where EX was, I would play it. EX. If I was EX, where would I be? That's EX. Okay, 5 EX. I found it. Alright, we're good. It was hiding. I shoot that out like I knew that was gonna be there. So the charge shot doesn't go through 3-hit enemies. I see, that's what I was saying earlier. That's honestly a good feature, because Mega Man 5 charge shot is too broken. It was needed, I would say. You know, they just disappeared? That sucks. I was hoping that they would be making more games. Because, I mean, yeah, they make some A work. They probably got I think that's what happens to a lot of people. They just get like a real job and then you gotta quit. I don't want to do that. A lot of people have to delete their social media. A lot of places of employment will make you delete social media depending upon who they are and stuff. I know that happens in Japan a lot, at least that's what I have been told and led to believe. Dang, that's some neat design there. Having to avoid the shrapnel there. God damn it. Alright, so that's EX. Yeah, I figured. Alright, so the next one we got is the A+ tier. So the 8th ranked out of 34 Mega Man 5 hacks is Wily's Dream Space. This is probably the most famous Mega Man 5 hack that is not an S tier hack. Honestly, this might be the most well-known Mega Man 5 hack. Yeah, this is probably, other than maybe Luckyman 2 just because of Kumba, this is probably the most notorious and well-known Mega Man 5 hack, and it deserves its ranking here. I think a lot of people overrate it, but it's to the point where maybe some people are underrating it, and that I would include myself. I think this is where it belongs, though. I think 8 is the perfect spot for this hack. Shit, who's this by? What? Tar. This is the 8th out of 34. It's by Tar, T-A-R. And this hack is basic. This and Peercast are probably the biggest inspirations to Chico. They were really inspired by those hacks, and a lot of their design is based on this, except more Kaizo and more stupid and stealing and stuff. So, but anyway, this game is difficult. It's not like incredibly difficult, but you can't go into it not prepared. It's got a new soundtrack, new background, new weapons, new altered AI, new bosses. Level design is really cheap in a lot of places. Crystal Man is dumb in this hack. You can really tell that Chico was inspired by a lot of the level design and some cheapness and stuff, but it's the pro stages are all very difficult. It mix and mashes a lot of gimmicks and does a really good job with that. Provides a lot of unique gameplay, especially at the time. The problem with this is like it's got a lot of, there's like the invisible gaps and like invisible pits and gaps and stuff, the black screen sections and stuff. But you can kind of charge kick through that section in Wily 2. But this is definitely a game to play, especially if you like challenging hacks. Yeah, and there's a nice surprise for you in the last stage, definitely. The credits are cool. Not like the after game credits, but the in game credits are cool. So alright, let's play some Wily Dream Space real quick. And then we're gonna move on to S. I think, right? No, I'm wrong actually. There's one more hack. Then we're gonna move on to S tier. God damn it. Hold on a second. Cat? Cat, stop it. Oh, you fucking cat. Hold on. Oh, there we go. You fucking cat. Alright. Sorry, my cat was being a cat. I know, imagine that. Imagine a cat being a cat, right? Oof. Well, I guess I don't need to kill it, really, right? No, I do. But let's go anyway. Sweet, we didn't get told for trying to do the thing twice. Yeah, it's a new tank. Let's get that. So wait, we're not actually playing this game. This is just a little demo. No! Alright, so that's Wily's Dream Space. Yeah. Alright, we do need to move on. So we'll have to take that one. Alright, so the next hack is... This is the best Chico hack of them all. This is the last Chico hack and the most highest ranked Chico hack. It is Luckyman 4. We can make this one pretty short. So this is by Chico. Is this hard? Yes, but it's not as hard as a lot of other hacks. But it's also a Chico hack, and it's also really fucking hard. So, this game is literally a hack of Airslide, which is a hack we're going to talk about here in a little bit. So it takes all of the modifications that Airslide does and puts them in a different hack. And other than Wily 3, it does a really good job of rearranging all of the stages and all the bosses and all the enemies. And there is an infinite Airslide item in Airsliding that this game uses that's better. And it does it better than what Airsliding does. It actually uses it and puts it in the stages and allows for you to use them. Now, there's some faults with this game, primarily that you can't beat Waveman stage without a vertical weapon or without using a death warp that you can set up if you know what you're doing. And then Wily 1, the Crusher section is unforgivably bad and hard. But truthfully, this game is a lot of fun, and if you go to Charge Man or in Gravity Man, you get those two weapons right away. You will have fun with this game, and you'll be able to go through it. Now, you can use save states, you can do whatever you want to make it through this, but this game is very good. It's the best work that Chico ever did, whether it's an accident that's as good as it is, or whatever you want to say. This is the best that Chico has to offer, and I say that you play this hack. Because it's a hard mode for air sliding, and it's legitimately harder. Okay? If you want a hard mode for air sliding, play this game. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about if it has the infinite air sliding thing that is better. Like, let me show you. It implements it. If you played air sliding, which I'm guessing a lot of you have if you're here, that's like a really well known and great and all those hacks. There we go, look at this. And you're using this for actual gameplay stuff. And this teaches you how to use it. And now you get to cross this, and there's enemies that are here that can attack you. And if you're good, you can make this right here. And we made the jump. See, look at that. We did it. We made the thing. And now right here, oh, we didn't make it. We didn't make it up here. If we're good enough, you can make it up there. And now you get to play, you get to dodge this stuff, and you get to try and dodge this shit too. And you get to dodge this stuff, you get to hope that you don't get hit. And you don't make it and you die because you should have stopped and jumped earlier. And I got too overzealous because I'm talking about how much fun the game is, but I don't want to ruin that for you. What I do want to do is I do want to take a 2-minute break and go pee really quickly and grab another beer. So I will be back in a second with the S tier hacks. I'll be back in a minute or two. Alright. Alright, so I have returned, and we are going to be moving on to the 6th ranked Mega Man. Whoops, let's put that 6. The 6th ranked Mega Man 5 hack. Out of 34, it is YH. Is, as I said, the 6th ranked out of 34, YH, which is by, I believe, Rock Easily, right? Yes, it's by Rock 5 Easily. Now, this is an S tier hack, so this game is incredible. There's a lot of changes to it. It's a lot like the Yender code of Mega Man 5, and that it just looks like a basic hack. There's not new graphics or new music, but it changes everything else. It also gives you the ability to... Yeah, there's no more Chicos. No more Chico. No more Chico. No, there's no Chico in the S tier. The highest ranked Chico hack is A+, which was the last one you just heard about, which is Luckyman 4. That's the highest ranked Chico hack. That's a spoiler, but that is the highest ranked Chico hack is Luckyman 4. Anyway. So it seems like a basic level hack, but then you get to all of the enemies that are different, all of the bosses that are completely different, and the experience that you have is completely different, and in a good way. The boss fights are a very pleasant surprise. It's a very exciting experience fighting a brand new bosses. They all feel new. They all feel different. It removes M tanks and replaces them with W tanks, and you can get multiples of them, which is cool. The Wave Man jet ski section goes right to left this time, and the Squid Monsters pattern varies, which is cool. Wave Man's fight is one of the treats to this game, as are there being hidden things like an energy balancer in one of the stages. I won't spoil it for you. But there's some hidden stuff in this game. Protoman 1's got a unique sliding puzzle. Proto 2 is Wily 2 from Mega Man 10 redone, and then Mega Man 3, and then Mega Man 4, and then Wily 1. I don't really like the tribute stuff, and honestly, this is definitely an S tier hack, but it deserves its place on the lowest rung of the totem pole for some reasons, but I don't want to drag it down. You need to play this game. It is Very good. The Crusher section in YH is one of the best Crusher sections. Big Pets, the fight is finally fun again. Wily 2 is just short and simple. Proto 4, excuse me, from earlier, it is a full-length stage, and it tries to do the slide zip thing as a way of killing you, which is a really neat way to kill the people, but you'll know what I'm talking about when you get there. The last form of Wily is a copycat lasagna from some other hacks, possibly one that they did, but wow, what a game. This is very great. Make sure that you play YH, and also let me show you a little bit of some YH. Oh yeah, if you didn't see there for that blink of a moment, you have the option to turn off the charge shot. And you go down here, yeah. Like my reviews, I'm not able to give good enough reviews because of spoilers, but also because like you just gotta see it to believe it. A lot of the times, like a lot of these hacks are just so good. Yeah, Kuja Killer posted his website. The author of this hack, and I gotta say, you gotta play these hacks. This author makes really great hacks, but we're not gonna see any more of it because I died. I don't want to spoil it for you guys, so we're gonna move on because we've already been doing this for over 3 hours. Jesus Christ! All right, yeah, we need to move on, unfortunately. All right, so the next hack is the 5th ranked Mega Man 5 hack, and it is, I believe, the hack with the name of Metropolis. This is the 5th ranked out of 34. This is by Stalker Maestro, and this is a relatively new-ish hack. A lot of people think this is the winner for one of the best modern-ish hack for Mega Man 5 in recent memory, and I'm not going to argue with them because it deserves all the praise that it has gotten. It's not without any sort of praise possible, but like it's kind of hard to tell where the backgrounds, like the pits are, and the first platforms in the backgrounds are kind of stuff, like everything kind of blends together. And I like Chico, but like, you know, it's a little bit too much blend together, and the initial version of the game was a little bit too easy. The Robot Masters don't match Mega Man's speed, and this game increases the speed, and it's like a burst chaser style of hack, where Mega Man is fast and he keeps his momentum when he slides and runs and stuff. Or maybe you don't keep it when you slide, actually, in this hack, but or I think you do, actually. But there was a new version of this, which was the 1.2, where they fixed the bosses, which was great. Like the bosses, some of the bosses needed to be harder, but they also made the easiest room, or excuse me, the hardest room in the game, the easiest room in the game, which made me really sad. And I made a clip of it if you're in the Mega Man ROM hack Discord, you can check it out. But the point is that Metropolis is a superb, fantastic experience that has not been topped by many ROM hacks, and it is a treat to play, and you guys should play this. Like, check this out. Like, look at this. Look at this beautiful, awesome game. The music is really good too. Alright, so I think you do keep momentum when you slide. You keep the increased speed from that. Aww. I just walk off the fucking thing. Alright, so that's Metropolis right there. Great game. You should play it. Do it. Play it right now, actually. Just skip the next part and just watch the VOD. Speaking of the next part, we are going to move on, and we're going to get to number 4, which is Double Jumper, which is the 4th ranked out of 34 Mega Man 5 hacks. This is also by Rock 5 easily, I believe. Let me double check that for verificational purposes. Also, let me make sure that I did the thing I wanted to do earlier. I mentioned that Luckyman 1, you had to play a fixed version, and Haze Star, you had to play a fixed version, and Dude and Gate is the same. Alright, good. I did everything I needed to do. Rock Easily is, in fact, the maker of Double Jumper. This game is not hard. This game is an incredible Buster-only game, by the way. You can beat this 100% Buster-only. I have a really good run of this game that you can watch. Watch it. Tango is my Mega Man leaderboard's name. The run that I have for Buster-only of this game is very good. You should watch it. Even though I'm losing 30 seconds to slow emulation in that run, or more. Watch it. It's very good. Anyway, Double Jumper. What's not to like about it? It's got an original soundtrack. It hides jet and upgrades and all this, like all these interesting things everywhere. There's hidden stuff everywhere. You can find Super Arrow. You don't get Super Arrow from Starman. It is an item that you find. You get 2 jumps also. The M tank is turned into a D tank, which is a speed increase. And if you're playing in the normal mode, those cans, if you die, they don't respawn. So you have to game over to get the D speed back. There's a dash mode that you can play as well. And everything has changed in this game. I'll just show you, honestly. I don't have... The only thing that keeps this game away from being ranked higher is that it is honestly too easy. And I don't know, honestly. Like, it's S tier. It could be ranked higher, honestly. I could rank this higher. Like, this could be, like... This could be double S. And somebody tell me that they thought that was going to be double S, I'd be like, hell yeah. Oh, dude, we get to... Oh, alright, let's see if I can do it. Alright, so there is a Buster-only Deathless strat that I came up with, or a strat that I came up with so that you can do this... Oh, wow. Never mind. Okay, I thought we were going to stop at Wily 1, but we're not on Wily 1. This is the last stage of the game. Alright, we can't do that. Let's try this version of it then. Dang, that would have been cool to show off, but it's alright. Alright, so this is a good stage to pick, because I think the can is right at the beginning, so you get to see what I'm talking about right away. Yeah, see that D? Alright, see, look at this. Walk in. Where's Theogosh to say something like, yeah, I see that D? Yeah, that's what Theogosh to say. So look how much faster I am now. Also, check this out. You get to jump twice. It's a good game. It's fun. It's got new music. Enemies like do some new stuff, and like things happen, and you die from stuff like that. Play this game, seriously, it's great. Like, I would like to put it as double S, but that's not accurate. So, speaking of trying to wishing I could put it as S tier. We're going to move on to the 3rd ranked Mega Man 5 hack, which is Install Metal. Now, yo, what's up, Siberian Bull? Thanks for the raid, I appreciate it. We're just getting to the really, really good part of the Mega Man ROM hack rankings. How was your stream? We're getting to, this is the 3rd best Mega Man 5 hack, Install Metal. I have a Buster only run of this game that is deathless, I think, or maybe there's one death. I don't know. That is it's all right. It's not as good as that double jumper one. I'm telling you, the double jumper run you guys should check out. If you're gonna check out any of my runs, you should check it out. That's the one as far as the Buster onlys. All right, so install metal. Who is install metal by? It's by Ensis Rock. This game changes just about everything. The enemy AI is different. The bosses are different. The music is different. The weapons are different. This is typically the Mega Man 5 speedrunning people and all of the Mega Man speedrunners. This is their favorite hack of the Mega Man 5 hacks, from what I've been able to gather. This is a lot of their favorite one because it's the one that doesn't deviate the most from the Mega Man formula. This feels more like Mega Man 5 than, like, you know, Airsliding, which has an air slide and is its primary gimmick or something. This game isn't gimmick full. It is just trying to install metal, basically. Thanks, everybody. Have a good night. I'm just kidding. Alright, so, anyway. Install metal. You just play it. It's the third ranked of Mega Man 5. The S tier and above of Mega Man 5 is like the cream of the crop of ROM hacking. I think most people would say, Kuja Killer, you're an expert as well. Mega Man 5, like the top 6 hacks for Mega Man 5 are games you gotta play. Like they're all so great. The soundtrack to Install Metal specifically is fantastic, but they're all covers. So anyway, let's play a little bit of some Install Metal. How does that sound? Install Metal. There's also a hard mode, which isn't noticeably harder. I mean, it is, but not noticeable. Not noticeably harder, really. But yeah, Siberian Bull again, thanks for the raid. I appreciate you bringing your people over here. Honestly, I can't believe there's 15 people watching my stream right now. Like, thank you guys all for watching. Like, that's... I can't believe there's 15 people watching me ramble on about Mega Man ROM hacks. I appreciate that a lot. Thanks, everybody. I've been doing this for 3 hours, and there's still 2 more acts to go. Yeah, that's the install metal thing. Dude, I used to speedrun this game, and I am about to die. You can stand on these things, by the way, which is cool. Oh, this room is tough. We gotta try hard not to get hit. There's health up here though, right? Yeah, let's go. Alright, let's do speedrun strats here. I'm not gonna hold down the charge shot. No, not speedrun strats. No, not speedrun strats. All I wanna do is just make this jump right here. Sweet, we made it. Alright, there we go. We're not getting the seat tank, because fuck it. Oh, we made that though, but we didn't go down the hole though, so that's unfortunate. I realize most of you guys are probably asleep that I just thanked, but I still appreciate you guys watching. I mean, that means you guys were watching with the intention of watching my stream. And I don't think there's a lot of people that... I've gotten 2 raids, maybe? 2 raids. So, that's a good way to get some viewers, which I definitely appreciate. Want you guys watching my stream, even if I'm not really trying to make money the same way that Budbuzz trying to make money. I like it when people watch me play Mega Man, it makes me feel good. I think I'm alright at Mega Man, even if I don't really give a shit about speedrunning. I'm dead. Alright, I'm rambling. And people are leaving. My viewer count is dropping as I'm rambling, so let's move on. So that ends, actually, the S tier, and we're going to move on to the S tier. S tier. So this is the second ranked Mega Man 5 hack. And this is tough, honestly. We're actually moving up to the double S's. So the number 2 ranked hack is Indonesian Artifact. Now, I don't know. This one's hard. I think this one is a toss-up. Indonesian Artifact has its own brand new soundtrack, and I think most of it is original, and the songs are bangers. The bosses in this game are very unique and super good. Everything about it is fun except for the laser section in that one stage with all the goddamn lasers and stuff. I don't know. I think that this is one of the hardest decisions of them all. Is Indonesian Artifact better, or is Airsliding better? And I think that I have more fun personally playing Airsliding because of the Airsliding gimmick itself. But I also think that like the bosses and just the overall, the way that everything is put together in that game is stronger than what is an Indonesian Artifact, even though a lot of Indonesian Artifact is more impressive. But I think that they both are worthy of being number one. I would honestly say that, I mean, even like the ones that I labeled as just S tier are very worthy of being ranked number one. Like Timaeus, his favorite Mega Man 5 hack is actually Metropolis, and I can see that being worthy of being number one, even if I don't agree with it. And I put it where I did for the reasons that I did, but these two, I don't know. I think that this may change upon further review, but for now, Indonesian Artifact is going to be the number 2 hack. I'm not even going to read any of my synopsis of it, because I think that you guys should just play it, and I'll give you guys a little taste of it really quickly. But this is by Anas S-Tune, and it's the game. It's the game to play if you want to play a more traditional feeling Mega Man 5 hack that isn't as traditional as Install Metal is. Like it's got its own flavor to it because of you know, the cultural things going on with it, and the bosses are mashups of each other, and so it's got a unique feel to that as well. I wanted to go to a different song because of the stage, by the way, or the songs. I'm trying to find a certain song here. I don't think that's the right one. But the point is that this game is Casual Tom's favorite Mega Man 5 hack, and I don't know, I don't. God damn it! Where the hell is the song I'm trying to find here? Come on, man. Is it Marine Man? There's 2 songs that I will accept, and I have yet to find either one of them. Alright, we can do this one. This isn't the actual one I was looking for, but this is the second place, which we'll take for now. Okay, taking second place. Especially if I didn't earn it. No! Alright, you say Marine. That's the one I just went to. Maybe it's Toon. Oh, sorry, Kuji Killer. But we got a taste of that one. Let's go with this one. That's fucking fuck. Shit. Fuck. I think it's Frozen Man. If I had to guess. For like the 50th time. Alright. No matter what, this is the stage we're playing, even if this is the wrong one. Fuck this stage. No, this is the right one. This song. This is the jam. Like this is the cool jam right here. Wait, I think I actually have. You would definitely hold a lighter up during this song at a concert if you were a douchebag. Or not. Maybe you're the coolest person ever and you just think holding a lighter up at a concert is cool. It's just most people I know that hold lighters up are douchebags. Yeah. Agreed, Kuji Killer. I'm glad that we're on the same page with our liking of the song. Maybe a little bit of another hint, but someday in the future, I would like to play this game in a competitive setting. Because I'm not sure that I want to get my Yander code record back from Linear Meow. I think you can probably tell what I'm saying, but if you can't, well, you know. Let's move on to the next hack, which is number 1. And in case if you couldn't tell from the side combo I was having with Kuji Killer, the number 1 hack is Airsliding for Mega Man 5. This is the number 1 hack. This is, oh god, the development tale of this hack is actually confusing. So I'm going to say this is... This is by Yuki Mikui with assistance of Pure Sabe and a couple of other people. I'm not going to get into the development history here as far as the problems and the cheating that happened. Somebody misrepresented themselves, and that's how this game got a new soundtrack. I don't want to get into the developmental history of this game, but this game is the best in my opinion. The boss that you fight at refights. What's up, Polytopes? Welcome to the stream. Also, by the way, the boss of the refights in Wily 3. That fight that you do there is something special, and I think that's a good place to start out with as far as why this game is ahead of it. The music is great, but so is the music there, and this one are covers as opposed to original-ish music from the other game. a lot of the boss fights in this game are better than the other one because these are reworked and remapped fights, whereas the other game are kind of mishmashed together. Which I'm not trying to talk shit about that because I don't. I mean, I think that that's a lot of work to put stuff together to make fights as good as what Indonesian Artifact does. But I like how this feels so intense because there's actually like a real debate over what the best hack is for Mega Man 5. Whereas with Mega Man 6, like if Spirit of Hackers was actually finished, then there might be this big conflict on if it's better than Unique Harassment. But like Unique Harassment is obviously #1, even like if you kind of want to maybe make a little bit of an argument for that, or even again S. This is tough. Putting which one is #1 for Mega Man 5, which is fun because it creates a little bit of conflict. But Airsliding is superior because the way that this game is put together, the way that you have to use the gimmick to advance through the stages, and the weapons are really fun in this game. And I don't talk about weapons a lot as far as like stuff, but in terms of being a tiebreaker, the weapons in this game, being able to manipulate gravity and walk on the ceiling, and just little things like that, and it puts this game over on the top. And I love Airsliding as a gimmick, and I think that's part of why I like a lot of Chico hacks is because of the Airsliding gimmick and how it provides so much utility to the gameplay, and it's just fun. It's just fun. So let's play a little bit of some Airsliding. It's already 3 in the goddamn morning. I can't find Airsliding, so I guess we're just gonna have to not play it, but you'll have to take my word for it. It's a good game. You know. There we go, there's Airsliding. I think that I like the idea of the air slide, but I think that you should only be able to air slide with Charged Man's weapon attached. So if you beat Charged Man, then you can slide in the air, like you can use Charge Kick in the air. But otherwise, you shouldn't be able to slide in the air. Like if I were to be a godly hack maker, that's what I would do. Because I would definitely have an air slide, but I would make it so that you can only do that when you had Charge Kick equipped. And yeah, and there's actually a really bad hack that it's called Anniversary Edition that does that, and it makes it so that you use Charge Kick with the B button instead of down A. And so it's been done, so I just need to figure out what he did and then just copy it and then not give him credit for it. Because that's what Chico does, and I want to be like Chico. So let's just strip everybody off and we'll go from there. But yeah, this game uses the Kirby soundtrack and sound effects. Great music. Everything about this game is great. Sweet, I want to be dead. Alright, so that's Airsliding. Alright, we gotta end it. That's it for that. So I'm gonna do a quick honorable mention, which is Airsliding to Hell, which is killer to hell, but the Airsliding edition, if you can find it, get it. It's a good beginner's hack. Luckyman 6 is not finished, but it deserves to be mentioned because it's a really shitty hack, and don't play it, and it's so terrible. Gyroman Stage in Luckyman 6 is the worst stage that's ever been made. Luckyman 7 is 8 robots, and it's worth playing if you like a challenge. And Mavik's Revenge is also an honorable mention. So, now that those are out of the way, I'm going to read you the rankings really quickly one more time, and then we are going to be done with this, and we're going to go back to, we're going to do a little bit of some Mario RPG. Alright, so number 1, Double S Airsliding. Number 2, Indonesian Artifact. S tier. Number 3, Install Metal. Number 4, Double Jumper. Number 5, Metropolis. Number 6, Wage. A plus tier. Luckyman 4. Number 8 is Wily Dream Space. Number 9 is an A tier, and that is EX. Number 10 is Second Strike Protoman mode. Number 11 is Overload 3. B tier, number 12 is Luckyman 5. Number 13 is AV. B tier, we got Indonesian Tour. At 14, number 15, we got Dude and Wily's Last. Number 16, we got Darkness, A Shadow World. Number 17 is in C plus tier, which is Luckyman 3. Cray 4 is next at 18, followed by Ridley X5 normal mode at 19, followed by Blue Zone Chausen in 20. C tier, we got Luckyman number 1 at 21, followed by 22 Bashu 1, followed by Ridley X6 at 23, and 24 is Haze Star, the finished fixed version, by the way. Luckyman 1, also you want to get the fixed version, although it's not as important because it's just the final boss you can't beat. So, but again, anyway, 25 is Ridley X4, 26 is KT, 27 Ridley X1, 28 is Hyperion V. D tier, we got Luckyman 2 at 29, 30 is Dude and Gate, 31 Ridley X3, 32 is Dark Return, 33 Ridley X2, and the last worst Mega Man 5 hack is God World 4 at 34. Alright. I'm gonna go take a minute to myself and like reevaluate my life decisions because I just spent fucking 4 hours basically evaluating Mega Man 5 hacks. Holy shit. 5 hours, Jesus Christ. So yeah,